Spend a half an hour every morning in quiet time.
Hey y'all. Anybody at home? I'm sorry. Yeah, the music is a little loud. I gotta get into my quiet time, you know? Uh-huh. Yeah, we got some things that we need to discuss. Um, Welcome to the Hush Room. I'm Gigi. I will be your host today. Okay, we're gonna talk about some things. It's quiet time. Welcome to the quiet time where we have conversations. We talk about everything, some things, nothing. Okay. So, y'all get ready for this session of the quiet time, the Hush Room quiet time. Disclaimer, if you're not 21 and over, bye-bye. We'll see you. You can read about these conversations, okay, with your guardianship. How about that? Hope you guys got your medication. Hope you had a great weekend. Yeah, we're gonna let the beat ride for a minute because I don't know what's going on in these narratives out here on these YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat, X, which means danger. You know, I don't know what's going on out here on these streets because we got people talking all kind of things that we've been discussing for the last 30 days, and now yeah, we got to make another one because they're not taking their medication. What? Yeah. Or they taking too much medication. It's one or the other. Either way it go, it ain't working for me, okay? We need to check that script. Yeah. And I need Mr. Ron Ton, Pastor, Mr. Marshall, Mr. Trey, Mr. Lou. I need all of y'all on the panel today because, you know, I'm about to lose my mind over here because I thought we just had a discussion about championships and now somebody's trying to make a chess move talking about championships. Oh, let me swerve on that right there. Okay, Lord Jesus. He coming out with this show enough. Jason's lyrics sitting in the back of the Jeep trying to bring poison into the neighborhood with Nino Brown kind of situation. Boy, y'all better hit the link. Hit the link. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. I got a whole agenda set up, but you know what? We got some Mr. Ron Time, I know you listening. But me and you had this very conversation about this very narrative on Pastor's channel. I don't know if it was 3 weeks or 2 weeks, but we had this very conversation about this situation. Once that day, I had looked at the numbers and I said the Lakers is broke, and I said they about what 2.6 annum, is what they can afford. But I guess it came out to 5 point something million. I don't know what Luka sells some parking spaces or something, because the Lakers was giving away parking spaces or selling them or something. I don't know what happened, but I had them at 2.6 million at them, but they came up with who? Mr. Ron, we need to have a conversation, okay? Please hit the link, okay? Talk to Pastor. Hi, y'all. Hey, Jackie, I'm gonna let you on. Jackie.
I'm here.
Okay. Raw, I'm gonna let you in, baby. If you come back, I'm gonna let you in. But I just need to get my introduction done. I hope you brought your pencil and your paper, cause girl, you need to be taking all kinds.
Boy, girl. Which
So
one you
put
want
that
to
talk. Boy, did you just try to pull a check move on my team, and I'm not having it. I said I'm gonna be on your neck for the rest of 2025. What you talking about? Okay, I ain't even did no nothing about my little agenda. I just went off. Okay, Lord have mercy. Y'all done let me get some sleep. Let me turn this music down. Welcome, Miss Jack. I'm sorry. Kind of.
I know how you
I'm
are.
kind of. Girl, I'm kind of discombobulated because we've been having a conversation about this sports stuff ever since STA won the championship, and then all these narratives has been coming out, and we've been talking about these narratives. I had they sent me to the hospital with these narratives with pneumonia and stuff, and I done messed around and got some sleep and Jackie. Okay, before I go completely off like a chitlin pot. Alrighty then. You remember them pressure pots they used to have back in the day? You remember them?
You handle that on your own with that girl.
Girl, please. They use them today. What you talking about? I'm talking about the ones they had back when I was growing up. They haven't stopped using them same pressure cookers for food. They just putting artificial chemicals in there and making food for you. Whereas we was putting real food in ours. Okay. What kind of politics we gonna talk about today?
Well, they trying to get that bill through.
Which bill?
The big beautiful bill.
What bill? For
That's
what?
about to cut everybody off of Medicaid.
Lord Jesus.
Yep. Oh yeah.
That bring tears to my eyes right there.
Well, that's what they voted for. That's all we can say. They gonna cut people off of food stamps. So the kids, they taking their kids' schooling, breakfasts out of school. So, yep, a lot of mess.
When is this supposed to take place?
Well, it went through. How it goes?
Let me check.
Wait, how it goes? I think it went through this. It's in the Senate. It passed the Senate with 51-49 votes.
Lord have mercy.
It's going back to the House, and then the House got to send it back to the Senate.
Lord have mercy. That hurt my heart right there. It's the children that I'm thinking.
Yeah, because it's cutting into kids eating. They get, if they can't afford lunch, at least they get a free breakfast. and you're gonna cut it for them because you don't want them to have it. Just to make rich people rich.
Is that Mr. Bojangles?
That's Nana.
Nana, hi. Go get Mr. Bojangles. He's supposed to be on the clock. I want to see how many kids.
Huh?
I want to see how many kids get free lunch, free school lunch. I'm looking it up now.
I mean, there's a lot of kids but the program that give them that they're entitled to have that free lunch, they're cutting it. Like
that's what I'm saying. I want to see.
Title One.
Yeah.
You know, that help kids.
It says.
But they cutting it.
21 point, according to the school year 2020, according to 2020, 2023 and 2024 numbers from the United States lunch program, 21 million children receive the free and reduced price lunches. According to this is what the the United States National School Lunch Program says. With an increase of one, so they jumped from 20 million. Well, the 21 million includes a 1.3 million increase. So you're telling me that the numbers is getting higher, and you're gonna cut this?
You're gonna cut the school lunches, and then over 793 million people gonna get taken off of Medicaid.
Mm.
That's what MAGA.
So is I mean, oh, okay. Here we go. And California is number one with that's going to be affected the most at 59.4%. Colorado, Connecticut.
And the governor of Alaska, what's her name? Murkowski. She made a deal with the Republicans and she voted for it for them not to touch the state of Alaska.
Hey, Lizzie, I see you, baby. Hold on.
So, yeah.
Hey. What's really going on? Salute. How you doing?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
We doing all right. I'm over here balling. I'm sorry, Jackie. I'm over here balling because I want to talk about sports, but we're getting our political and economic section out the way. Can we do that?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we're talking about. Jackie just informed us that they're trying to pass that bill to cut out school lunches, free lunches for the children.
Oh wow! So they passing the bill to take it away.
Yeah.
Take it away. 21 million children affected.
Wow. Well, I mean, it's not surprising to me. Trump is like, if we didn't know what Trump was about on his first go around when he was a president, we should have already knew his demeanor and the type of evil motherfucker that he really was. So him getting elected for this second term, he just really showing that, I mean, he's really an antichrist. Like, you feel me? He's eliminating Social Security. He's eliminating, like you say, the free lunch programs, what he's trying to do with the abortions, and now all of these deportations and all, you feel me? Taking away all these, the Haitians, he deporting Haitians. It's like, and then the Mexicans, I'm like, dude is going, he on one right now. We going to war, you know what I'm saying? Israel and Iran out here blowing each other up. Like, come on, man.
He's trying to say, make America great again. What he's trying to do, which he got it twisted, because he think black folks finna go back and pay cotton. That ain't finna happen.
If you wanted to make America great again, you would understand that the reason why America was great in the beginning was because of Black Wall Street and, you know what I'm saying, all of our civil rights movements that we had going on back down in the rural South, and, you know, and the things that we was putting together, the Black Panther Party, and you feel what I'm saying?
The very house he's sitting in was built by black people. What are you talking
Right.
about? Okay.
Exactly. That part. Free labor. Free labor at that though.
Well, like they said,
What is he talking about?
like they said, the other houses got burned down by the ancestors. That's another one to add to the list.
Right.
Oh Lord. Salute, Pastor. How you doing?
Hey, I got somebody else. I got another sister called Trappa on Thursday. She been following me on TikTok, so she's gonna be starting to come on the panel. So
Okay.
we get more ladies on the panel, and she knows our basketball stuff too, and she can't stand Jay Reed. I signed her real quick.
Oh, yeah, well, I need y'all to hang around, Lizzie, you and Pastor, because y'all gonna have to call the ambulance, because I got to go off on this mug, but just please.
Hey, I'll be back. I just had to come show some love. I'll be back.
Okay, Lizzie, let me ask you a question. For the last 3 weeks, have we been dealing with all these fake narratives and all this stuff that has been put out, right? We've been dealing with that, right? For the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
There's all kind of stuff that's been coming off Mind No Game, right, Lizzie? Or am I wrong? You on mute, baby. So we're at the point right now. We're gonna go back to the economics and politics, but we're at the point right now where I just gotta ask y'all something. Didn't we just have a debate 3 weeks ago about championships and this ring culture and that championships was a team thing? I just talked about that last week. Man, did we just have that conversation? Somebody help me out. Pull up the tapes, okay? I know we got receipts. Now, all of a sudden, Mr. Caesar, you trying to be a show enough, trying to pull out your last card. Yeah, I ain't forgot, and I ain't that sick either. I've been sleeping, okay? We're gonna get this out the way. We're gonna do the roll call right now. Yeah, hit that like button and subscribe. So you said championships, didn't mean nothing. It was a team thing. Now all of a sudden, you done pulled your ass trying to do a checkmate on the Lakers, talking about if they don't get somebody that you wants to be traded. Okay, I got 5 on that. How about that? I got 5 signatures on the petition that's gonna get you out of LA. Okay, how about that? Send me a copy over to my TikTok or Snapchat. Okay, sorry, Jackie, take notes, baby. Yeah.
You good with your TikTok?
Good, please. He done made. See, he trying to be. See, me and Mr. Ron, I know you listening to me, baby, and I'm not calling you out because we need to put a stamp on this because we called out this very move 3 to 4 weeks ago on Pastor Channel. I told y'all the Lakers didn't have no money. Huh? Because I checked the numbers. I don't know. They must have sold some parking lot spaces or something for Luca because they got $5 million to work with on the annum. What happened? Y'all made some money on them parking lot spaces Luca was selling for y'all. Y'all know y'all ain't got no money.
They was out there parking lot
pimping. Yeah, they put it on the Instagram. Come get a free parking space. Y'all know y'all making them people pay for them parking spaces in them seasons.
Yeah, hey, the new owners ain't playing. And that's why LeBron and Clutch Sports, they had to come out. Oh, LeBron is still invested in winning championships. But I thought you said ring. What's up with that ring culture? Why are you still trying to win championships if you say ring culture is blown out of proportion?
Yeah, that's the weird stuff, according to you.
Straight fraud, man. He exposed himself every time it's him and his camp open their mouth.
I told y'all last week that he was going to destroy himself. He's going to talk about it's a team thing, but now you want to hold the Lakers hostage like you have for the last 8 years, talking about put somebody around you that's going to help you to win a championship. They ain't got no money. You done sucked the guy.
Right. 52, and this fool Brian Windhorst on the damn television talking about, oh yeah, I think he deserved more than 52 million. I'm like, 50, that's it. Dude should be getting a motherfucking maybe like 5-6 million. They overpaying.
Man, he needs to be on the Uncle Drew playing. How about that? Huh? Why don't you go on the Uncle Drew payment plan? Since you so worried about the Lakers putting somebody around you, put in on it then, man. Why you didn't take the pay cut? You want the 50-something million, and then you want the Lakers to go into the luxury tax and sink the franchise after they just been bought by the Dodgers on board, the Dodgers owner, and then you trying to figure out if you gonna stick around talking about you might get traded. We don't care if you get traded. I hope they don't even buy you a paper cup and cookies, partner. Huh? I'm sorry, Lizzie, but I got to get it out. I'm sorry, Jackie. I hope they trying to trade for what's his name? What's his name? That just got bought out, Lizzie. Deontay. What's his name? He used to be on Phoenix. Deontay. What that boy name is?
I don't know. You good?
Mm,
You just took all that in one breath, so you're all right.
Girl, please. I got lungs, okay?
I see
I
that.
got lungs. Girl, please. Done got me all upset. What's his name? He came from Phoenix. He went over to some other team that just bought him out. So, cause then, man, we ain't coming to see you. Oh, I think it was Deontay, whatever. Now you trying to get the old crew. Man, the one team just bought him out of a contract, and now the Lakers gonna look at putting him on their team. And this, man, if they don't want him, what makes you think you want him? Okay, Lord Jesus Christ. It's gonna be a long day for you, partner. What you think about that, Lizzie? Huh? What you think about that? hmm And then what else he say? What is he watching to see what the Lakers gonna do? You ain't got to sit too far to watch and see what they gonna do. You should have been watching to see what they was gonna do last year. Now you got the pictures all out here on the Instagram talking about you trying to get over to Dallas. What you trying to get over to Dallas for? You just brought Luca over from Dallas. What kind of gumbo is this? Huh? What kind of gumbo is this? You gonna snatch Luca out of Dallas, and then you gonna run from LA back over to Dallas with Anthony Davis? Boy, have you better go take your medicine. Hey, Marshall, Mr. Marshall, how you doing? Did you bring your bags today?
Oh yeah, I did. Got to hear from you, Gigi,
How
Elise,
you
and Miss
doing?
Jacqueline.
How you doing?
I was doing good before I heard all this bull.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. I know every time I come on, but they keep loading up the comment for me, Mr. Marshall. I can't get up one day and just see something floating around on this YouTube streets without this person being involved. You
Yeah,
know?
this is beyond laughable.
Yes, it is.
This doesn't even feel like reality. Wasn't it just 10 days ago the people were sitting up here crying, bitching, moaning, complaining, talking about rings don't really mean anything? And there was a guy that stood up here and said that ring culture was weird and he
hmm
don't know where it started, but you're gonna have your spokesperson, your
Rick
agent,
Paul.
say that we need to go somewhere so that we can get a ring. So
I
that
thought it
means
wasn't important. I thought it wasn't important. I thought that didn't define the game. I thought,
that means you
what?
talk out both sides of your damn mouth. So which one is it?
That's what I
Is
want
it
to know. Which
important or
one
not?
is it?
Because it looks like it's important to you.
Yeah,
So you don't want
you
to.
want to hold the franchise hostage if they don't make the right move. But how can they make the right moves if they ain't got no money? That's what
Look,
I don't understand. You know what? They done made every move. They draft your son. They draft Russell Westbrook. They fired Darwin Ham. They fired Frank Vogel. They fired what's his name? Walton. Um, y'all got rid of all the young boys, Ingram and the what the runs over the ball boys. You got rid of all the young team. You got rid of Dwight Howard. You got rid of all. They did everything you have asked them to do. They got Luca down there for you. Got that boy's name on parking lot stalls, and now you talking about if they don't make no moves, you want to be traded, Mr. Marshall. Make that make sense.
I can't make that make sense because it doesn't make any damn sense. Look, a square peg cannot go into a round hole without damage. And LeBron James is the quintessential square peg. He always wants to make his narrative fit, but it doesn't fit because it don't make no damn sense. Not at all. Not today, not tomorrow, not 3 days from now, not 3 decades from now. This logic don't make no damn sense. So there's reports out here that he might go to Dallas.
Dallas. They got him showing report with him and his son going to Dallas. You done brought Luka from Dallas, made that boy miss out on his extension, and now you're gonna run back over there where he came from.
Look, the league should shut that fucking trade down immediately. If that's not big time collusion, I don't know what is. If you wanted to go to any other team, why did you opt in? You could have opted out and you could have went to any team you wanted to go to. But you can opt in, get the money, and then say, trade me? No, not at all. You shouldn't.
No.
It don't work that way.
That's not acceptable. This is the 8th year that this the same thing that they did the last time, but it just would, man, there's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new under the sun. They got Cooper Flag over there, they got Kyrie over there, they got AD over there, and now you're gonna run one over there with your Uncle Drew riding in an orange van trying to get over there so you can get some, you might think you can pop off a little bit. But
guess what, DG, guess what? Who else is over there? D-Lo just signed to Dallas.
Lord have mercy.
So you trying to get the old band back together. But I thought you didn't like playing with Kyrie. I thought you didn't because you wanted him traded. I thought you didn't like playing with D-Lo because you wanted him traded. You knew that, dude, this does not make any sense whatsoever.
You just sent AD over there in the middle of the night. The boy had to do a change of address on the online application because you woke him up in the middle of the night and told him he was going to Dallas. I thought you couldn't play with AD. Now here you go running over there. Huh? I can't hear you, Lazy Baby. He just signed. I think it was, let me look it up.
He either signed this morning or yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah, I think it might have been yesterday because they were talking about his career was in shambles. They don't know what they were going to do with D-Lo. And now you going to run, the people that you say you can't play with, now you running back over there to them? How does that make, Nico, call me, baby. Hit me on the Snapchat, a TikToker, the Instagram DM. What is you doing? You just got Cooper. Didn't they just get Cooper Flag?
Yeah, another number 1 pick that he wants to play with.
I thought rings didn't matter. This show looked like rings.
Nobody else's rings matter, but his rings matter. He wants everybody else not to worry about rings while he worry about rings. That's what he really is trying to say.
Right. So what you gonna do when you get on Dallas? You're not gonna play. You gonna sit in the stands. You gonna be a fan. You're not gonna be playing because you don't really rock with the young boys like that. So and Cooper's only 18, 19 years old, and he come from the Curry camp, so he got legs for you, partner. What you and your son gonna do? Y'all gonna take the 1 and 2 spot in Dallas? Is that because you going over to a loaded squad already, partner? So you got clout like that? You gonna take who gonna take it? You gonna Bryant gonna take Kyrie's spot? Whose spot you gonna take?
Well, Kyrie's going to be out until maybe January, February. That's why that D-Lo pickup makes sense. Okay, Kyrie can play with anybody. He's proven it. However, the thing that I don't like.
Where is this one going to land? Where is this one going to land though? Yeah, there's no spots over there for him.
There is nowhere that I've ever seen on LeBron James that he's going to play with other people and the ball does not stop with him.
When has he ever played the three? Tell me when he's ever played the three.
He played the three, but the thing about it is, I don't believe in LeBron James, just like I don't believe in leprechauns or unicorns.
Stop it. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't like this. This is showing up, you know. You trying to get the glow, partner. You trying to get the glow. But you just downplayed the glow. You said it was a team achievement, you know. And plus, ain't no who's out there for the Lakers to get if they had some money. Who's out there?
That's why the trading don't make any sense, because all you had to do was opt out, and that's it. You can go wherever you want to go. But he wants his cake and eat it too. He knows nobody else is going to pay him top dollar as a 41-year-old liability on defense, clapping your hands, blowing in your damn hands. He knows that.
I don't like this. I don't like it. This is the same thing. Same thing. Last year, you know, you bring my homie in, or I'm walking. Wasn't that what we heard last year?
Allegedly.
Year before that, you bring X, Y, Z in, or you know, I need some help. It's been help for 8 years. You need some help.
Look, I thought it was about, I just want to play with my son. Wherever my son is, that's where I'll be at. Wait, what was that, Leezy?
I said, Luka trash too. They ain't gonna do shit.
Leezy, you already know, I don't know if you listened to the stream that I was on Ticket, but somebody was trying to say that he's going to be in shape and he's going to average 35 a game next year and play defense. Look, if you...
Where?
It's a playing defense.
Where?
I haven't seen Luka play defense in the 8 years that I've been watching him. What makes you think the next season is going to be anything different? And the one thing that you brought your mans over there, you sat up there and say JJ Redick is the man and everything he said is right, and now you're willing to leave him?
You gonna leave the Lakers with JJ Redick? And
none of this makes sense. Absolutely none of this makes sense.
And then when they trying to get, what's that guy's name that just got bought out, and they got him with a Laker jersey on. He came from Phoenix. Deontay, what's his name, Mr. Marshall? You know who I'm talking about. He's supposed to be a center or something.
Are you from Phoenix?
Remember, he was on Phoenix, and then he went from Phoenix. I don't want to say if he went to
He went to Portland. That's Deontay Ayton.
Yeah, there you go. If they just bought him out, they don't even want them on their team. That's Portland, okay? Why would the Lakers be interested in this young man? Well, okay, I don't know.
They need a warm body to be able to fill the center, because if you got two people taking up the max cap room, you're going to have no choice but to fill your team with the minimum guys. This is why being able to take to sign in and then buy into your last year at $52.6 million makes no sense. You're sitting up there saying that I bought in, but I want to see what moves they're going to make. How can you make moves with not a dime in your pocket?
Come on, you got your badge today, because I called this a month ago. Me and Mr. Ron Todd. Yeah, I'm gonna say it again, Miss Ron Todd. We need to have a conversation. I'm not calling you out. I'm just stamping what we said 3 weeks ago, because I said they ain't got no money. When trade time comes, they not gonna be able to make no moves. And here we are in that situation. They got all kind of stuff. Lakers are so desperate. People is just trying to bleed them dry because they know they desperate.
But they bled themselves dry.
Yeah,
they did this themselves.
Yeah, they did. And now they sitting back waiting. We'll see what else you gonna sacrifice? What else you got to sacrifice? You down to the parking lot.
I kind of knew this was never going to work, because when they sold the team to the Dodgers owner, I knew he's about building the team and bringing in revenue. You cannot sell tickets to somebody who's 41 years old that don't play defense. Getting Shohei Ohtani made a lot of sense for the Dodgers, because in LA you got the Asian market, you got the international market, and baseball. Asians and baseball go together. They always
And
did.
that's not the only thing he has. Does he have connections to NASCAR?
But
Yeah,
guess
that
what?
young man.
But
The
guess
young
what? They
man.
won a championship before they even got Shohei. So
Right.
that they're not leaning on Shohei to have won them a championship. They know how to win championships or make it to the World Series without Shohei. Getting Shohei basically solidified them as a prestigious team.
Yeah. And see, the thing about it with this,
Move. It's all about marketing for Shohei. He's gonna bring the whole
it is.
Japan with him. It's all about marketing. They didn't need Shohei to win. They didn't.
But they need him to make money. Look, ever since LeBron James came over to the Lakers, what have we been hearing? Have we not been hearing players do not want to go to the Lakers as long as LeBron's on the team? Have we not heard that?
Yeah, well, who passed us up? Klay Thompson passed us up. Then that Fox boy passed us up.
Don't forget Paul George, Kawhi Leonard,
Kawhi. Who else passed us up?
Kyrie didn't come.
They're in trouble.
So it makes sense. It makes sense as an owner. If I want to get the right people over here, I need to get the person that prevents the right people from coming over here the hell out of my franchise.
What did Steph say? Steph said you can play with me.
He needs to get rid of Kawhi Leonard or James Harden or both of them. To be honest, you have to rebuild your team organically and just find your next superstar. That's all.
Well, James Harden supposedly, allegedly, trying to sniff his way back to Houston.
Well, he's a bandwagon follower anyway.
Yeah. Oh, he did. He did sign his extension.
We know it's all about money when it comes to James Harden. We know it's not about playing defense or showing up in the playoffs. We know it's about strip clubs. We know it's about drip. We know it's about whores. We know it's about honey buns. It's not about basketball when it comes to James Harden.
Well, it looks like all these OGs, they just trying to keep their foot in the door. Ain't nobody really talking about the championships. I mean,
that's because the time has already passed the majority of it. Look, right. Kawhi can say I got two. One with being the man in Toronto. What can James Harden say? Back in 2012, I should have played better. You know what I'm saying? What can Russ say? I could have played better. I give Russ a little bit of leeway because he knows what he is now as an older player. He's willing to come off the bench. He's willing to be a role player. He's not sitting up here asking for the max. He just wants to play basketball. So I give him a little bit of leeway. But, 2012 finals, he could have played better. But we also know that game 2, the Thunder got, they got robbed on that foul call. But, we can say that for a lot of things. But the thing about these primary players, this is why Steph Curry gets so much respect. He stayed with his team. He went through down years. He went through up years with that same team. He could at any time, and Leezy, you can correct me if I'm wrong because you're over there where I'm not. At any time, he could have said, trade me here, trade me there. But he didn't. He stuck with his team. That's why that 2022 championship is sweeter. It tastes better because he had to go through a lean year, injury-prone years just to get back to the mountaintop.
Right. Well, he's still saying that he's still shooting for the goal. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason he's playing. At least that's according to the reports that I've been reading. He's still shooting for the goal. That's the reason he's still playing. And he didn't.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, and he's not, trying to hop around and trying to, I don't know. That brings up another topic. Somebody talking about Giannis is trying to get to the Bay Area. Is that true?
I haven't heard that out of Giannis's mouth, so I'm not going to take that.
Either. That's what I'm talking about. I don't take that with a grain of salt because if Giannis ain't saying it, I don't know what people are talking about. What you say, Luigi?
Giannis away from the Bay. Keep him away.
He don't want to come to the Bay. He don't want to come to California, right?
Yeah, I don't want him out here anyway, though, man. I'm cool.
Well,
Don't keep
Leezy
on
got
About
a
us trying to
saying
go get Giannis,
lazy,
KD.
lazy,
Why we keep trying to get Jimmy
lazy.
Butler is good. We got Jimmy
Yeah,
Butler and
Jimmy
Kuminga.
Butler's
If they
yeah,
return
Jimmy Butler's
Kuminga,
good. Yeah,
hey
how long
Leezy.
the Jimmy Butler thing?
Did they give up Kaminga during the draft?
no. Kuminga's still there. They trying to figure out a contract right now. He's a restricted free agent, so we'll see what happens.
I think they
What?
need to develop Kaminga and be done with it. Because if they had to develop Kaminga, you wouldn't run into the problems that you ran into with Minnesota. Yeah, if you had to develop Kaminga, he fits seamlessly in an offense that he knows for years, better than KD did. If you had to develop Kaminga, then you can stretch the shelf life of Steph Curry maybe 2 or 3 more extra seasons. But
How
the
long
one
Kaminga
thing,
been there? How long you been there, Mr.
Kuminga is
Marshall?
that good to where he's developing himself. See, these players, sometimes we can't always blame it on teams developing players. It's just about giving them opportunities because they already got skill and talent. That's why they're in the NBA.
but guess what,
Kuminga
Leezy,
already got the skills and talent.
I agree with everything you just said, but you have to have the goddamn coach to give them the proper playing time to develop. You can't just keep him on the bench and be like, well, he's not developing. Well, damn it, get him in the game so we can see.
How long you been there, y'all? How long Kaminga been there?
When Steph Curry got injured, who was our best player? When Steph Curry got injured, who was our best player? Kuminga, off the bench.
Playing both sides.
4 years? Did you say 4 years?
I think about 4 years.
Come on, Curry, you on the late show with this one.
I can
You on the
graduate
late show.
from college after 4 years.
You on the late show with this. What's wrong with Curry? I know you mad at him, but man, it's supposed to be about the game. I thought, man, put your
But Kerr is
feelings
not a real
aside.
coach. Kerr is not a real coach. Kerr is the type of person that if you plug him with a whole bunch of superstars and let him implement his own system, then yes, he can succeed. But we have seen when he didn't have Steph, Clay, KD, or even fucking Durant, he's in the lottery. He was given Mark Jackson's team and he ran with it. Mark Jackson,
Yeah.
I do believe, even if Durant goes down, I think Mark Jackson is the type of coach that he can still beat Toronto without KD. Yes, I believe that. I believe Mark Jackson is a better
I'm
coach.
not saying. Oh yeah, Mark Jackson. Yeah, he's a real good coach. I'm not doubting that at all. Because that's his team that won the championships. You know, I don't doubt that at all.
Just like in football, everybody know that Tomlin took over Bill Cowher's team and ended up winning the Super Bowl because he had Bill Cowher's team. But what has he did since he hasn't had Bill Cowher's team? He hasn't went back to. Actually, he did go back to the Super Bowl and lost to Green Bay, but he hasn't won anything.
I'm sorry, Mr. Marshall. That's her team.
I'm listening.
You listening? Okay. Go ahead, Mr. Marshall.
You can't just get the damn team or the keys to the team with everything put in place under somebody else's hard work and then sit up there and make me believe that you're a good coach. The same thing with Barry Switzer. He had Jimmy Johnson's team from the previous Super Bowl year. And what did he do? He won against the Steelers. And then he tried to take credit for something. But after Jimmy Johnson's team wasn't on the team no more, what did he do? Got fired. Because 8-8 ain't gonna do it in the NFL.
I ain't in that one. I plead the fifth on that one because you know I don't need them kind of problems.
99 problems. Same one.
But that ain't one. That ain't gonna be one of them. So I lead the co-host up to that. You know that question right there.
Hey, but y'all got a new franchise and y'all going through turmoil. But you know, I don't like the fact that y'all took the Raiders. The Raiders belonged in California just because of the history and everything. If y'all had your own like franchise,
y'all can come get them. We don't need them here in Vegas. Y'all can come get the Raiders. Okay? yeah. They built all kind of Legion stadiums down here. Girl, they got Legion 1, Legion 2. I think they're finna build another one. $1.7 billion by 2028. All kind of teams is coming here. Silver, Copper, Wood just left. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. This is what we're talking. This is what we're talking. The thing about it is, if Curry, if Kerr was the right coach, they wouldn't have had the type of pitfalls that they had. Kerr is not a coach; he's a figurehead.
Oh, like that person on Pennsylvania Avenue, the figurehead.
Exactly.
Just like that idiot that coaches the Lakers.
Number 2 pencil head looking motherfucker.
Yeah. Oompa Loompa, you know, put your orange hair on kind of person. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, the kind that we usually put jackets on and let them go have a conversation for a couple of years, you know. But now we just letting them walk around with no jackets and nobody picking them up, you know. They leading offices and signing bills and stuff.
Well, you gotta call him daddy.
Got him calling him daddy.
Yeah, that's what they call him now.
Who?
The Republicans.
Pennsylvania Avenue?
Yep.
Lord have mercy. Y'all, you know they got more wheelchairs up there than they got stairs. What you talking about? They got hover rounds and Segway. And now they done turned it into this kind of, you know, we all get along kind of, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, daddy kind of situation. I wish I would.
Wait, did you go back to Mr. Rogers on me and try to sneak that past me like I wasn't gonna hit him?
Yes, I did. You know what, Mr. Rogers? Come on now. You got the bass today, Mr. Marshall. Don't play. Yeah, they got the.
No, you tried to sneak that in like you gonna sneak spinach in my brownies and think I wasn't gonna taste it.
You know what I'm talking about.
You know what you're talking about. I'm not mad at you, but I'm just saying I just like how you stuff that in. You just threw that jab real quick. I'm looking at it right hand and you just threw the jab and caught me. Running my nose a little bit.
Yeah, you know that I can see. It can see 20 years into this mess, okay? That's the reason why I'm on your neck every day, Mr. J. Reed. What you say, Leezy?
I'm watching this Big 3. The Big 3 way more exciting though.
The Big 3 is popping. The Big 3 is popping. Dwight Howard, Dwight Howard, you know, he was just fighting over there a couple of weeks ago in Miami.
I don't take Dwight Howard seriously.
He can't go nowhere without fighting. I'm like, your first game, you gonna start a fight on your first game? What was his name? With Larry Stevenson.
Well, he's fighting charges. It makes perfect sense to be fighting on the basketball court. He be fighting with those dudes in the bedroom, allegedly.
But the Big 3 is popping. Ice Cube doing his thing.
Yeah, I may not like none of his rap, but you know he's doing a very, very good. You know, I'm an East Coast rapper.
Yeah, I like the fact that you know he's multi. See, Mr. LeBron James, you were talking about getting in your bag. See, you see how Ice Cube is all up in his bag. He got movies, he got basketball, he
has a real hairline. Don't forget about that.
He got his son O'Shea look like him, okay? He's the same in the game. You know, when O'Shea came in the game, Cube said he didn't give it to him. He had to go take classes and be a real actor. He didn't just give him a partner. See, that's how you do the thing with legacy, okay? I can pull up anybody, like Mr. Harper's son that just got drafted. What at number 2? At number 2.
He's in the Spurs, and they got like multiple of the same type of players, so they're probably using him for trade bait, or maybe even using Fox for trade bait. I don't know, but yeah, they them and Utah's a little redundant right now.
They got didn't Ace Bailey go to Utah?
Yeah, but you got Laurie Marketing.
Tripping though. Utah gonna be pretty good next year. I'm telling you. Watch.
I don't know. I don't trust Danny Ainge. I didn't trust him as a player. He's stockpiling picks, You know, he's over
Yeah,
in
he was a good
Utah.
executive, though. Danny Ainge was
He's a good executive, but
Boston.
Utah could have been good 2 years ago when he had 14 picks.
That's true. But I see what they doing, though. They got Will, what's the name over there? That coach, I forgot his last name. But he came from Boston when they went to the championship. He was the assistant under he was the lead assistant under
Let me look it up.
Email Doka. Under Email Doka. So
He came from under. He came from under
some
email
really good
Doka.
players. Yeah, they added some really good players. Like they got size, they got wind, they got depth. What they got to do now is just put it together. They got to go out there and try to win basketball games. No more tanking. No more tanking to get a
There's
top
no reason to tank.
Go out there and win games, period. That's just
Can I ask you a question, Elise?
San Antonio didn't need to get no second pick in the draft for what? You already had a really good team. Go out there and win games.
But it's no guarantee that Wembanyama is not going to be injury prone, because blood clots is a serious thing. Ask Chris Bosh. So there's no guarantee.
Yeah. Dame came back from him, so.
Yeah, but Dame is not as tall as Wembanyama. Wembanyama is a big glass of water, but he needs to get his frail ass in the weight room and quit playing on the perimeter.
Yeah. What you say you was gonna ask me? You say you was gonna ask me something?
Yeah, do you work from home?
Nah, my baby. Yeah, I work from the crib.
You the man. You got to teach me how to do that.
Yeah. Well, shit, I just lost my damn job. I don't work from home no more, so I'm at home permanently.
Oh, you do finances? I definitely got to talk to you now.
You do what?
Hey, look, no lie. Like, dude, I got my own business. We'll talk off the stream. But yeah, me and you definitely got to talk. And we August babies. And don't forget, I know when your birthday is, so don't be forgetting that I got something for you.
Don't be bringing up that Leo stuff like Pastor do every time.
No, Gigi,
y'all be trying to back me up in the
it has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with astrology. You got to understand, Gigi. I never met anybody else that had a birthday that was close to mine, and in less than 3 weeks, I met 2 people. So, so this is like a rare occasion. I'm gonna have to go out there and get a pick 3 scratch off because I feel like I'm doing good right now.
Well, when you go get that scratch off, can you scratch off LeBron James off our roster and let him take his son with him too? Can that be the championship? Can we get a
As soon as you get rid of LeBron, I can become a Laker fan again, man.
Yeah,
dude. As soon as you get rid of LeBron, I can become an NBA fan.
Man, I need to go back. We need to take that crypto off of there because that stands for kryptonite, don't it? That's
they need to go Brandon Ingram.
We need to go back to the Staples Center so we can start stapling some damn banners.
I'm going to get Brandon Ingram, Jordan Poole, and a
no, we're not going to get Richard Pryor.
Jordan Poole can get traded.
And Jordan Clarkson.
No, we're not.
Jordan Poole.
No,
not Jordan Clarkson.
You don't like Richard Pryor?
No, I don't like Richard Pryor. I don't like Richard Pryor. No, Richard Pryor been right since he got.
It's funny, Gigi.
Championship right there.
He ain't been right since he got slapped. He falling all in the middle of the floor.
See, I just put together a championship roster.
Now, I'm not going to get mad. Look, I like Jordan Poole when he had the goatee. When he got the 1987 Richard Pryor mustache, he started playing like that.
No, we don't need Richard Pryor. No, we cool. Okay.
And he's not even the original Richard Pryor. He's the Richard Pryor that set himself on fire. Richard Pryor.
Yeah. That's the one running down the street. Yeah, we don't need that Richard Pryor. No, we don't need him. He needs to get himself together. He might need. We don't need we got no problems at the Lakers right now. Okay, we act like we the old folks home, rehab center, counseling, psychologist place. Somebody need counseling. They hurt. They too old. What kind of franchise have we become?
They have become the Clutch Sports LeBron James fan club. It's
Hey,
all
straight baby.
everybody else's fault. Luca's out of shape. Fat Luca.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody
Championships
that's
don't
on the
matter.
roster. Yeah, everybody that's on the roster got something wrong with them. It's either leg, toe, feet, my head, toe, knee, and feet, and, what if it ain't the head, it's the mind.
Let's not forget about the head coach. The head coach literally played everybody like he was on 2K with the damn stamina off.
Like he riding around in his car. He riding around in his car with his laptop, trying to put some rosters together, and he playing.
Everybody knows that he was online on Pornhub. He wasn't doing no damn coaching.
Please. You wasn't doing no looking at no doggone.
He probably was trying to erase some emails where he called somebody the N-word off his damn email.
When you got Luca selling parking lot spaces, I'm gonna say it until you get it right. When you got Luca promoting parking lot spaces, what kind of basketball is y'all playing down there at the YMCA? Huh?
It's the YMWCA.
And we paying $52 million for this. This is what we paying $52 million for. I wish I would. Yeah, I'll cut my rewards off from the Lakers before I get, man, ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. This is embarrassing. Yeah, this is embarrassing. Huh?
You want to know why this is embarrassing? Because we've seen the Lakers go from the type of franchise that every team in the NBA wanted to be to the type of franchise that every team in the NBA don't want to be.
We went from Kobe's last game, Jay-Z, Snoop Dogg, Jack Nicholson, Shaquille O'Neal, Magic Johnson, in the stands to you promoting parking lot spaces for Luca. Now you do the math. In 8 years.
First of all, don't tell me to do math. I got a GED. I can do math if I feel like it. I just don't want to do
the math.
Oh,
you do the math. Well, you told us that they were selling jerseys. Jerseys were selling out in 48 hours. Where the money at? Y'all ain't got no money. You can't even recruit nobody. What are profits at? Profits and losses. Yeah, we know about profits and losses, okay? The profits that equal dollars and the profits that equals in the Bible. You better listen. Don't play. I'm sorry, Mr. Marshall. I don't like this.
I don't like it either. I just, I look forward to when you be getting.
I don't like this. I don't like this. Because this is you gonna tell me championships don't matter, and then you gonna hold my franchise that I've been following since Bloody Divas, since back in the day when Kareem Abdul. You gonna tell me that this is what Lake Show look like?
Well, it is a show, but ain't the Lake Show. It's the shit show.
You walking around with Lakers show jerseys on, and you telling me this is the lineage of Kobe, of Shaq, of Magic. Like Pastor said, you need to give Kareem his ball back, okay? This is what we deteriorated to. And this ain't the only, this is what? Strike 3 on you, Miami, Cleveland, and the Lakers. Oh my God, you done made a triangle. You done went from the south to the east to the west. Oh, I see you. Look at that, Mr. Marshall.
Look, I grew up acknowledging the Lakers. The Lakers have always been that type of franchise that is like, man, they're always going to be in the mix. They're always going to be a part of the championship acknowledgement. I truly believe that. I've seen it. I first started watching the Lakers when they lost against Detroit. Then again, when they lost against the Bulls. Followed the Bulls my whole basketball life. I love Jordan and what he meant to the game. When he came back in '96, guess who else came back? Magic came back, and the Forum was rocking because of what he meant to the basketball community. Then that same 96, Kobe was traded over. You had Shaq coming over from Orlando. Now the Lakers are in the mix. They were predicted to be in the NBA Finals against the Bulls at one time before Seattle came out of nowhere and won 64 games. You know, that Shaq and Kobe's Lakers got them back on top after the Bulls did their three-peat. Then you had the lockout season. Then guess who went on the three-peat? The LA Lakers. And then after that, they went back to the finals. And then they ended up losing against Detroit. They broke the Shaq and Kobe Lakers up. And then next thing you know, Shaq wins one with Miami. He starts gloating and talking shit because he got 4. Kobe only got 3. Then for 3 straight years, Kobe went to the finals. Won 2 out of those 3. His last championship, he beat the rival Boston, which makes it even weightier in Laker lore. Then after that, you know, the Lakers went on a dry spell. It wasn't being ran the way Jerry Buss ran it. He had his son running the Lakers. He drafted well. He drafted very well, but they couldn't put it together. They couldn't decide what coach they wanted. It went from Phil Jackson to Rudy Tomjanovich to Byron Scott to
Was Luke Walton up in there somewhere? Was Luke Walton up in there somewhere?
Luke Walton was after Mike Brown. Luke Walton was after Mike Brown.
Okay.
And you get LeBron over there for, I guess, marketing purposes. They win the Orlando Invitational Tournament that they call a championship.
The Bubba Yum Yum?
The Bubba Yum Spit.
The Bubba Yum Yum. You remember the Bubba Yum Yum? Back in the day, you used to have that cherry in the middle. Yeah.
Look, cut it out, Gigi. Stop it. Stop taking me back to my childhood. Stop it.
You
used to love the hell out of that. It had the grape with the grape in the middle. I had the purple grape with the green grape in the middle. Oh, stop it, Gigi. Let's not do this. Not now.
You know how I am. I bring up memories, okay? We have conversations for real. And then when you get through getting that, that middle part, what you do with it? Yeah, I'm done with this, man. You ain't no good with that.
Get you another 3 pieces.
Get you another one. Yeah, that's what we do over here with your Bubba Yum Yum. And you got that, what is that hanging up there next to Kobe's lad? Boy, if you don't just take that Dollar Tree, Dollar General, you got some Elmer glue hanging on that doggone Raptors with Kobe's lad championship banner. Boy, don't make me go Drake on you. Drake said it. Drake told him if you hang it up there, I'm going to tear it down. Don't make me do Drake on you, please. Please.
It's not even great value. That's equate value championship.
Yeah. Great value. You know what I'm saying? Hanging up there like that's something. Boy, if you don't take, you can take that to the house. You want, can we get you to leave with that? Is that what you want? Jenny, Jenny, go get the maintenance man to pull that stuff down so this boy can go. Please.
Not the maintenance man.
Yeah, go get the maintenance man. Yeah, get the maintenance man. Yeah. So we can get that stuff down out the Raptors, embarrassing everybody. Don't nobody want to come down there and see that stuff hanging up there. Ain't no stars been up there. And if they have been up there, y'all ain't got the lights on. Pay the light bill.
That's crazy. Crazy, I tell you.
That's why you can't make no free throws. Okay, because you can't see the rim. They don't think the madness away. The season is over. You got to do it for real this time. How about that?
It's just crazy. Everything that we thought basketball's about, the narrative is we're the ones that not thinking about what basketball's about. You play to win the championship. You play to be the best. You play to win as much championships as the next man or more. You don't play because you got numbered. You don't play because Oh, yeah, I could take a step back three. Who gives a damn? You play to be a champion. So I don't know
What
where
the?
this.
Let
Go
me
ahead,
ask you
Gigi.
this, Mr. Marshall. Let me ask you this. While we talking about championships, don't some of your payroll is continued up on your status, and because you know rookies don't get paid the same thing as champions, okay? Role players don't get paid the same as champions. I don't think so, because I think SGA just became a champion, and they've been to boost them up to almost 300 million, if I'm not mistaken. So isn't some of your salary contingent upon your status in the NBA partner?
Well,
Help me to understand.
according to the Mosaic Law, yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you
So,
are a champion, you are
mm-hmm.
officially the face or faces of the NBA. If you're not a
Uh-huh.
champion, remember that's why Charles Barkley can never be the face of or
Yeah.
part of the faces of the NBA. He did to
Yeah.
a certain extent, but when you start
Yeah.
putting them alongside Michael Jordan, Hakeem Olajuwon, they was like, yeah,
Uh-huh.
you need to fall back.
Yeah, yeah. Let me explain something to you, partner. Since you listening, I know you're listening. Let me explain to you something to you. Roll call. Okay, you see, you want to sit at the table because you said champions didn't matter. You should be able to sit at the table with anybody. You know, you just want to come in the VIP without the VIP access. So let me explain something to you. Your salary is contingent. You know, you get in certain doors with your salary because you are a champion, partner. So if you don't believe that championships are serious, you need to give us our money back. Please.
Not please. You he said please. Please.
Please. You know,
Please
can
with
we
sugar
do?
on top.
Yeah, yeah. Can we do an acquisition since you don't believe? You know. See, your story is all discombobulated. It's showing your thinking, partner. One week you don't care about a championship. Next week you try to pull a chess move like you showing up for somebody. If you don't do what I say to do and get somebody in here, you gonna get traded. Well, hasta luego, partner. Mm-hmm. Hasta luego. You
But
about
see,
3 years short.
that's what propaganda is. Propaganda is trying to make you believe something that you know is true. It's
Mm-mm.
look,
Mm-mm.
you ask anybody who won the championship. Seriously, don't
Mm-hmm.
ask guys that didn't win the championship because they were too injured and couldn't play defense, T-Mac, or somebody that did not extend their NBA career because they didn't take basketball serious, Gil Arenas, or somebody that didn't have a team built around them, but they actually did a few times, Tracy
Mm-hmm.
McGrady. Ask a
Mm-hmm.
champion. Ask Elijah Wan when he won in '94. Was it
Mm-hmm.
important?
Mm-hmm.
Ask,
Kendrick Perkins said you could talk to him because he know exactly what was going on. You know how they wanted to say all that stuff about Kobe. He can explain. Kendrick Perkins said he can explain to you exactly how hard it is to get a championship. That's a whole nother beast, partner. You
I
can't
don't.
pay for that.
I can't
Mm.
take. I can't take. Kendrick
Kendrick
Perkins
Perkins
serious
serious. I
because he
know
wasn't.
he's
He wasn't doing none of the heavy lifting. He was just riding the back of Kevin Garnett,
right.
Ray Allen,
I
and
know.
Paul Pierce.
Yeah,
So
I
you can
know.
miss
I
me
feel
with
the
that.
same way. I feel the same way because he's wishy washy. One day he in love with Kobe, and the next day he got all kind of fact. He just like another Gilbert Arenas, just on another
And then
level.
he want to
Okay.
sit up there and say, if I was playing the games that we wouldn't have lost. Bullshit, dude. Then why didn't you
Man,
playing games that?
man, please, with that shoulda, coulda, woulda. I'm sorry, y'all. Hit the like button, share the stream. But I woke up today and I thought we was gonna be talking about the draft, but then they come out with this madness that made me glitch. And Jackie, you know how I do when I glitch, baby. I can't. I got to get. I got to get out the glitching. I got to get out the glitching because it doesn't make any sense to me that you can say one thing and then say another thing. What we supposed to believe? Does the championship matters or not? If it don't matter, if they can set up a scenario where you can maybe get another one, okay. But don't be threatening nobody like you finna bust out the door. Cause
But
that's what
everything, Everything that LeBron's doing now is proving exactly that Dan Gilbert was right. He quit. And when he don't get what he wants, he quits.
Why is that an option?
Going through the grind is never an option for him. He wants it the scheme ass way, the quick, fast way. But please think of me as one of the greats. They got it out the mud.
Was that an option for Duncan? Was that an option for Magic? Was that an option for Bird? Huh?
Absolutely not. Bird gave his backup to the game. Literally. Bird could have took a couple of seasons off if he truly wanted to, got his back right, and then put the numbers out of reach for a small forward. But what did he do? He said, look, my time is over. Let some of these young cats like Reggie Lewis, may rest in peace, shine.
See, I don't understand that thinking. I mean, I'm not saying that you got to, be like a tree planted by the water. If you feel like, it's time for you to keep it moving, that's your career. You do what you want with it. But see, you can do what you want with it, but you can't be destroying other stuff while you doing what you want, partner. I'm on the way to build my house, but I'm going to burn your house down on the way to build my house. What kind of thinking is that? Huh? I got to follow you with a fire truck because everywhere you go, you burning down stuff. No one is advantages. No one is getting benefits or advantages that I have not seen a track record of any benefits for these franchises. Cleveland is just now getting steady, okay? It took them, 12 years? 8 years. He's been in LA for 8 years, so it took him at least 7 to get stable.
Because they were in back-to-back playoffs, and if you're gonna make it to back-to-back playoffs, it means that you're pretty much set.
They were getting stable. They were getting themselves stable. So it took them 6 years. So now you telling me you wants to go? Bye. Hasta luego. We'll see you around. We don't know about the barbecue invites. We got to check the roster, okay? I don't know if your membership has been paid or not, partner.
Let's check this out. I'm gonna tell you where else LeBron James was. So you're only gonna play one, not even a full season with your son, and then leave town. And you think the Lakers are gonna keep him on the roster? Why don't you try helping him to develop? Because obviously you didn't do that when he was younger.
I don't know. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of it. I said I was gonna keep my foot on his neck all year long. I'm tired of it because. Like Kobe said, you're making me feel stupid.
I'm sorry, Gigi. I don't mean to make you feel stupid.
Not you. This man is coming out with all these narratives about the Lakers. I just want Ron Ton. I know you hear me, Mr. Ron Ton. You need to DM me, TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, because we talked about this, and you said that he was gonna leave. I'm holding you to that, Mr. Ron Ton. I need him to change his address. Okay, I don't care if you do go to Dallas. Let them deal with it. Nico and is Jason Kidd still over there?
Yeah, he's still the coach, but how they gonna get players if he gets traded? That's 52.6 you're gonna have to get back.
He ain't finna get that money back. That's a dead situation. Once you said that, that's dead. He ain't finna get that money back. No. Man, he won't even go for a pay cut, let alone give the money back. No.
That's crazy.
With your 59, 12 turnovers, almost you at the top of the league with your turnovers. You want to talk about some numbers? You don't want me just fussing? You want me to go over here and pull up some numbers? No, you don't. You don't want that. You don't want that.
I do. Pull some numbers, please.
Let me see what we're working with.
Please.
Let me see what we're working with, partner. Because you getting pretty low. You already know you number one in the most playoff losses. We already done peeked that out. Yeah, I think you're at 108. That's the most in history. How you gonna be the GOAT with the most playoff losses? Explain that to me with your critical thinking.
Well, how about this? You ready? If you've been in the playoffs for a long time. He's played 22 seasons. So he's going to have some losses if he's going to the playoffs. That just means that he can do.
Yeah. You don't want me to go to the stat news on you, do you, partner? And start talking about some of these numbers. Because I got screenshots. I got it backed up on the iCloud, the Samsung cloud. You ain't getting away. Mm-hmm. Let me see what you got.
LeBron James is great. Look what he's doing for the team. He's playing at a high level for 23 seasons. If you put him in the right position, he's going to win a championship.
Well, what is that at? Since that's going to be the narrative, somebody explain to me what that is. Hey, Trey, baby.
Hey, Gigi. How y'all doing? I see y'all cooking it up.
What's up,
Smelling like gumbo up in here.
No,
man.
Not gumbo.
We got an echo, y'all.
It might be me for some reason. It might be me.
If you got me on the
I'll come back in.
Okay, come on back. But Mr. Marshall.
Yeah.
We're gonna look at these numbers for Mr. LeBron James, okay? There we go. Let me see. Cause I did some numbers last week while I was in the pneumonia unit.
Damn, you had pneumonia?
I had pneumonia. I was gone for 25 days, okay? See how you don't keep up with me? See, I'm Jack. Yeah, okay.
Don't do that to me, Gigi. You know I got love for you.
I know you got love for me. I had 6 IVs, 3 in each arm. Trey, can you hear me, baby?
Yeah, I hear y'all. I got an echo still.
No, you don't got to echo no more, Trey Visual.
No, okay. You good.
Now, Trayvon, you got a better voice than I do, so I'm going to sit back and let you cook. But we're not cooking gumbo. We're cooking LeBron.
Man.
Yeah, I'm mad. I'm upset because he's holding the Lakers hostage again like he did last year with this trade stuff.
He been doing that to us, man. I hate to say it. He probably said this man was going to look. He like the Antichrist, ain't he? About to bring it down the rapture. He's the Antichrist of basketball, man.
Yeah, he's like pulling a chess move like he's
everything is to kill basketball. Basically, to me, he got an awesome plan. If you look at it, let me talk about everyone who did it right. Let me fool this generation, right? He basically have all of the unachievers on his side, the ones who didn't go where they were supposed to go. KD, you find him here and there talking about you got to give it to this man. Look how amazing. It's like, hold on. I noticed once you guys didn't reach y'all potential, KD, Michael Jordan, the first half of his career, better than your whole career. Of course, you're going to go with the loser. When you're not on the winning team, you're going to go with those guys on the other side that's saying, this is why I should be great. I don't need 5 rings. I don't need 4 rings. Of course, you're going to say that because you're not going to get 5 rings. You got to think about it. You're going to say, hold on. That's why T-Mac is saying this. That's why you got dudes like D-Wade, because D-Wade actually supposed to be in that shooting guard conversation. But he's not. So you got a group of dudes who don't reach their potential. Kobe surpassed his potential. If you really look at it, you didn't think Kobe was going to be that. You thought he was going to win probably a championship here and there and be a great NBA player, but you didn't think that's what he was going to be.
Hey,
Tim Duncan also.
Let me add on to that. Kobe got 2 years stolen from him from Dale Harris.
From Dale Harris. Then you got Timmy. Like, these dudes are dudes that you thought, oh, they're great players, maybe a championship here. You didn't think Timmy was going to have 5 of them things in San Antonio. You didn't think that. These are dudes who in conversation, who put themselves in the conversations when these other dudes want to lie their way into it. Oh, well, I should be, you don't hear KG or Dirk talking about they should be in the same conversation with Tim Duncan, but Kobe, here he is getting these same people coming at him who's supposed to be his peers that have respect for him. Just like Matt Barr said, when Kobe was alive, bro, y'all all had a chance to come at him and say, I think I was better than you. Like, where was that at? Now that he's dead, you're gonna disrespect him? I'd rather you do it in his face. You had your chance, T-Mac, right there on the interview with Rachel Nichols. You could have just been like, bro, I was better than you. If I would have had Shaq, you could have said it.
He had his time when Kobe had him down there trying to teach him how to shoot a free throw.
He was getting whooped by Brandon Roy. He was getting whooped by Brandon Roy.
Yeah. Why you didn't tell him then? Huh?
You ain't said nothing about Brandon Roy whipping on you. When Kobe lost Shaq, that was your opportunity right there. What was holding you back? You got Yao Ming, Kobe don't got nobody. And you brought that time up, right? You said Kobe didn't blow a 3-1 lead. Well, you didn't have to have it. You couldn't even get a 3-1 lead with Yao Ming. You dropped your first two games in one series. You never could beat the Spurs. Defense, like I said, name me one person that you ever stopped in the league from scoring 30 or 40 on you. Not you and him both scoring, or in the fourth quarter, just where you said no to the other superstar and they didn't say no to you. Like, you don't have no defensive teams. You know what I mean? It's like, come on now, stop it, bro. You're not nowhere near on Kobe Lee. You never was looked at. Kobe gave you a nod, bro, just by saying you were 6'9" and you can do kind of everything he can do on offense, which he also lied on. You don't got a post game like Kobe.
Trayvon, everything that you said was cooking with the Folgers can grease. But I think you need to go into a little more detail about the Brandon Roy. Why? Because Brandon Roy got more out of his career, and it was 6 years than Tracy McGrady.
He was the third, and he was right behind. He was on D Wade and Kobe Heels at that time. That's what I'm saying. Like, you were getting your butt whooped by Brandon Roy in the playoffs with Yao Ming. Kobe was having I don't see nothing with T-Mac ever slowing nobody down. Who did you ever? Who did you piss off? Who did you keep from advancing? Who did you keep from getting anything? No one. Vince Carter, your own cousin. He made you have to sit on the bench. You wasn't good enough to get in front of him.
Come on now. What is he?
Kobe way better than Vince Carter. Vince Carter won't even say nothing about him and Kobe on the same. Now, you can say everybody can say once upon a time. But this is how you know all of them lying. They can say once upon a time in the league, I was like on the level as Kobe. No, all of you guys got immediately playing time. That's the only thing. But that's what held Kobe back from passing you dudes up from the get-go. And all y'all know it, I'm gonna bring it up. Because when all y'all played with Kobe in the youth league that y'all had. When all y'all was there, he was Rip Hamilton roommate. When all y'all, Steven Jackson, all you other stars, Ray Allen, all y'all there, who was y'all talking about? Who was y'all with the number one basketball player in the world? What's that dude name who was playing for Phoenix, Tim Thomas? Who was they following? Who was they talking about? Kobe Bean Bryant after that game. Made itself known that I'm better than everybody in this draft class. He said he was pissed off. Why? Because he's seeing Allen Iverson, who he got drafted with. He's seeing Ray Allen. All these dudes giving dudes the business. And he's saying, damn, I give these dudes the business. 2 years that he had to be held back from advancing his game, bro.
All because the coach don't like your
That's why y'all looked at, that's why all y'all first 2 years look better than Kobe Bryant. Yes, knock it off. That's why all y'all, but what's the years after that, though? After he got off that bench, though, all the talk was gone. Nobody was laughing no more. All you dudes got mad because y'all knew it was over with. Y'all knew just off of his work ethic that man was going to pass your ass up.
He passed you up, and they still held the 2 years off of him. Okay?
Come on, if they never set him on the bench and played him from get-go, but see, none of y'all went to a team where they got Eddie Jones, Nick Van Exel already, bro. That's gonna make you pause a little bit, because those dudes were made all-stars. You don't disrespect them neither as ventures and just say, I'm gonna put this rookie in front of you, and you actually proved and earned your spot. So I understand them not moving them like that out the way, but you don't play Kobe like he a second rounder, though.
No, don't you stop calling him Robin. Ain't no different.
He never was a Robin. That's Justice League right there. It was Superman and Batman. And the Man of Steel, well, Shaq called himself, and then you have Batman with his utility belt. Kobe going to work out there.
What gives you the right to talk about him? You ain't even got
Come
no
on,
ring
man. Them
on.
finals, y'all
You
gotta
got
get
no ring.
those final runs. Think about the runs, because really, two of those three out of those, that three-peat with him and Shaq and Kobe and Shaq, two of those we seen the finals in the Western Conference Finals when we went against the Spurs and when we went against Sacramento Kings. That was the finals right there, and Kobe showboated on them.
And then got to throw the Portland Trailblazers in there because Lakers almost.
Those was the finals that we seen right there. Right after that, man, Shaq, who we face? Okay, yeah, come on over here, Reggie Miller. I know you tired. Jordan beat on you for your whole career. Now I'm gonna beat on you. Still ain't gonna get it. Oh, come on, Allen Iverson. Yeah, you got one game off of us, but let's give you this gentleman's sweep. That's off of love. Oh, come on, Jason Kidd and Kenyon Martin and Keith Van Horn. Oh, pow. Shaq getting MVPs. Y'all up here really advancing this man off of beating that. I ain't saying Reggie Miller ain't no, but who did he beat? All those dudes I just named were guards and wing guys. So who was sticking them? Kobe Bryant.
Come on now. Salute, Pastor. Salute, Pastor. I see you made it back.
Just keeping it real. Kobe got to go over there. Him, D Fish, taking turns giving Iverson checks and shit. And then he got to go over here and check Jason Kidd and try to hold him from having a vision, hitting everybody, and give him a little height. Take him off of Derek Fisher hands. Then he got to do it. Come on, man. Then he's sticking Jalen Rose. Then he's sticking Reggie Miller. Come on, man. Shaq, who was you sticking, Shaq? Exactly. Bums, losers. You could save all your energy just to duck on somebody. And you was still almost effing up final games, fouling out on offense.
I don't know what makes them think they have the authority or the receipts to even say anything. That's my problem. You don't even have the receipt.
He gone. What they say?
Yeah,
they talk when you gone, right? They talk crap when you gone, GG. They ain't gonna say it to your face. Once that man left this earth, they start saying, "Oh, now I can say what I really." You know, it's like being that popular person at school. Everybody kiss your butt, but the first time your popularity shrinks or somebody else come along, now you come to school the next day. You like, damn, where my squad at? They over there with the new shit. That's what they over there on.
But you know on the block though, Trey. I ain't trying to bring up you know on the block, we don't let these kind of moves go. We check this. You don't disrespect the OG. I don't care what you did, who you did. That's the OG, okay?
Yeah, nah, you don't do that. You should have everybody come down there. Look, you don't even know you didn't disrespected somebody. Oh, whoopty whoop. And next thing you know, they got somebody that you super respect coming down there talking. Hey, you did that to that OG down there?
That's the OG.
You come
that's the block.
to make you apologize, walk down there. You should be embarrassed.
Yeah. No problem.
You don't know who you know. It's just like Kobe really paved the. A lot of you dudes should understand. See, the first thing off of it, LeBron, have you ever thought if Kobe Bryant is a failure, you don't even get drafted, bro, out of high school, they make you go to college? Have you ever even thought that if the high school phenom before you fail, they gonna nip it in the butt? Because they sure nipped it in the butt after your ass.
Come on now.
See, and that's another thing to make sure nobody catch you, LeBron. They will never that's why they make sure everybody got to go and do 1 year. So they can give you that little advantage over whoever else. If they ain't an offensive explosion, that they can't catch you. That's another thing that helps you with that. That's why I say it's obvious that you're not as good as you is. And it's Mike's the GOAT. With Mike going to college for 3 years. Or was it 4 straight? Was it 3 or 4?
It was 3.
Three.
Mike going, 3. It was 3. Mike going to college for 3 years. Then coming in and and y'all still couldn't pass him up in time. The only thing y'all did a couple things was score 2,000 points before him at a younger age. Like everything y'all did, it was like youngest. But you didn't do it faster or better. Neither one of you guys. And that's why I said Michael Jordan's out of everybody reach. So they go for Kobe, bro. Mike out of the reach, so they gotta crap on Kobe because Kobe is the pinnacle. Because Kobe is the only one that people feel like I can reach Kobe. I can touch his garment.
But you can't. You can't. I ain't seen you in rappers yet. ain't seen you in a slam dunk contest yet. I haven't seen you be consistent in any of your moves, okay? You fugazi in your moves, you do back goat stuff, okay? And I can't
Hey, I can
respect
answer your
that. I'm
question,
sorry.
GG.
What is Go on, answer my question, Pastor. I'm sorry.
I'm talking about the question about what these dudes is doing. You're talking about what these dudes are doing, right? I can tell you what they're doing. I said
What's
this
that?
yesterday. Players ain't never done nothing. Players ain't never done nothing in the league, right? Ain't got no championships, do the most talking. That's what I look at it. These dudes don't have no rings. They don't have nothing, right? And everybody know, and anybody that was a superstar at that time, right? Let's pick this out, y'all. Everybody else was playing. Kobe was the only one that wasn't playing. You feel what I'm saying? Because a coach didn't like him, and they didn't like his daddy. You know, a lot of people forget that part. He couldn't stand Kobe Bryant's dad. A lot of people don't even know that. You know, so man, I don't. And then for him to take this money, I told y'all what he was gonna do. You trying to flex to the new boss, like the new ownership, like you're the man. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I can't wait till it happens. I try to tell people it's happening. His whole career, all this stuff. Give Kareem back his basketball, man. Yeah.
Pastor, he gonna take the money. And then he gonna talk about if y'all don't make no moves, I won't be traded. But then 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago, me and Mr. Ronton had this very conversation because I pulled the book on the Lakers and I found out the Lakers didn't I do it?
Look, he got us hog-tied. He got us hog-tied, GG.
I told you, I said he got us hostage because when trade time comes, the Lakers is gonna have 2.6, maybe $3 million to work with.
He had us handcuffed. He had us handcuffed. He said this ain't good enough. He said lay them on their stomach. We gonna hog-tie these niggas.
We gonna hog-tie. Yeah, you finna buy up in here. Yeah, we gonna see what the real power is. Just a chess
he wants this man. Look, he wants this man to be like the Clipper organization, right? Just go all up in the luxury tax, man. You got the cheese. Guess what, though? It goes both ways, LeBron. Won't you take a pay cut because you got the cheese?
Yeah, you a billionaire.
You ain't broke. Let that shit go to some of your team. You want a championship, nigga? Pay for it, nigga. Stop trying to always trade for it. You want a championship? Pay for it. Stop trading for it.
Put it on it. Put it on it. Okay, like Jordan did when he gave his whole salary away. How about you put it in on it? Okay, you ain't giving nothing away.
Yeah, you just want to play without putting in on it. No, it's a certain buy-in, bro. You gotta put 2,000 in to play.
Yeah, come on with it.
I got a theory, y'all.
You trying to have a team anyway? Let's start with the Lakers. You trying to buy a team anyway? Let's start with the Lakers and see what it really feel like. Okay?
I don't believe he's a billionaire. I don't believe. This is another thing about me, right? I've never been a type person, right, that believe everything what somebody tells me, right? I don't believe he's a billionaire. That's just my honest opinion. Look, if he's a billionaire, okay, fine. I don't care. But at the same time, you flexing, you acting like you Tony Montana out here. And look, this ain't gonna end well with him because he think everything's sweet. You think that new ownership, you think that new owner that run the Dodgers, you really think he's gonna? I'm telling you, it's gonna blow up in his face. And this is another thing about him too. He always want to be in the spotlight instead of somebody else shine. He does it all the time. Jealous of Cooper Flag. This dude is crazy. I told y'all what he was gonna do, but no, I was the biggest hater. I'm this and I'm that. I'm a fake Laker fan. I'm not rooting for them niggas until that dude get off the team, like I said, and I'm standing on that.
You know when it's serious. You know when it's serious.
GG? He don't know that owner. If you're not a see Clayton Kershaw, right? I'm gonna use him. Clayton Kershaw drafted with the Dodgers, just been with him. He's a Dodger baby. That's why that new owner never shifted him out when he got all them other pitchers. He allowed him to stay because he knows the fan base really like, damn, they'll be hurt if I do let a little bit of originalness go, right? But you see what he brought? He gets Mookie Betts. He want youth. He wants something new. He's ready to take LeBron out the picture, and I'm gonna tell you, he's gonna force LeBron to do it for him. He's gonna force LeBron to get the hell out of here. I want you to trade. I want you out of here. The quicker you out of here, the quicker we can all come together and say, Luka, what the hell we need to do for you, and you own it.
Yeah. Yeah, and we can find some money because right now you got us hog tied, partner. This I don't care what you say. This is
not cool
ethical.
at all, bro. This is not cool at all.
Ethical. This is not ethical at all. You gonna take the money and then you gonna tell me if I don't do what you want me to do, you gonna ask to be
It's a bank robbery, man.
Remember when I said that, Trey?
Then he got demands. He then took some hostages, took the cheese out the bank, and said, I got some demands. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
Trey,
that's a
you
show
remember?
enough move. That's a show enough move.
Hey, Trey, you remember?
No.
You remember when Ticket, shout out to Ticket, man. Y'all remember? You remember when he announced that JB was going to the Lakers? Who was the first two people that was on the panel? It was me and you, right?
Yeah, we already had that thinking. We had that stinking feeling when they sent off Jordan Clarkson and Larry Nance. We like, what's that about? We ain't never did business with him.
And then the thing is, though, y'all check this out, though. Him and his Make-A-Wish kid. Look, this is my personal opinion, right? It's not going to end well. He's going to end up giving Kareem back his basketball. You know, just like old boy from what was it, from Boys in the Hood. Man, go on getting the nigga back his ball back. That's what Kareem didn't want to give him to him anyway. You saw the look at Kareem eyes. He didn't want to give him to him.
You know what?
I think he pissed off, and I don't think he knew about the Luka thing for real now. Now it's starting to make sense on what he's doing. You pissed off because Luka is your replacement. Yeah, he know Luka is replacement. He know Luka is replacement, and when you look at it, LeBron, I think he's seeing that. See, Jenny Bus them didn't know how to get the fuck away from. Excuse me, they didn't know how to get this man up out of them. Like, we need to get this dude up out our ass, and they didn't know how to do it. So they sold the team to a real cutthroat businessman who don't care about all that glamour. He don't care about you. Look, he got cheese, LeBron. He don't need you to retire here. You understand? He don't need your retirement jerseys up in here, up in the Staples Center. That man got cheese. So it's a thing on, I think LeBron just jealous. I think he actually wants to be traded, and I think this time it's not a bluff for them to do a move. I think he actually knows they're not going to do the damn move, and he's going to get traded. But this is what I want the Lakers to do. I want them to trade him to the weakest fucking team in the league.
No, they ain't gonna do that. But Trey, listen to this. Did you see the news where they trying to get what's his name? What did we say, Mr.
Yeah, DeAndre Aiken.
That's all we can afford, Trey. And the Lakers.
Yeah, hey, look, that's all we can afford with LeBron. T-Price, I know we was all on there, but somebody was on the stream. And remember, I kept saying, it depends on, they was like, well, what we gonna get? I said, it depends on what cheese we gonna have left, bro. He said, how we gonna get them? I said, depending on what LeBron James do and how much money he gives us, that's what we're gonna be able to go grab. It don't matter. If somebody really feel like they can win with LeBron or Luka, or if they feel like I'm the player they need, they will do things. That's the league we in today. They will do things to get their ass over there. So when you take the money that they also will want, they're not going to try to get their ass over there now, because now you don't even got the bread. Yeah, that's the team I want to play for. But coming up in this league now, they going to get their money because these niggas get injured and go down so quick, they don't know when their next game going to be. So they're going to take the money all the time.
Trey, let me ask you this. Are you telling me that the Lakers extend LeBron James $50-something million and they ain't got no more money? Is that what we saying?
Hey,
that's basically what it is. We got like 1 point, or like 3 point something, or to give a bare minimum to anybody who want to play basketball.
Hey, what did I say, Trey, on that screen? You remember what I said? I said the Lakers, he's gonna get rid of everybody, and then I was like, the Lakers ain't gonna have no money left when he's done. Bro, he's done.
This is history, guys. Look, he done bankrupt the Lakers so bad. He done ran the greatest franchise in it. They had to sell the team. They broke,
to
bro.
keep
That
it
family, they ain't really, they covering it up, trying to just talk about how good the sale is and how good this man is. But
no,
what they
that's the
covering
same
up
sale.
is
No,
LeBron
that's the
broke
same
the
sale.
Bus family. Nigga, you
Yeah,
broke the
that's the
Bus
same
family.
sale. That's the same sale. Talk
Look,
about
and look, they
that.
had to look. They sold it to save their family. Look, they had to
That's
split
it.
that too. That ain't a big. Everybody like, oh, that's a lot of money. No, they still splitting that shit 7 kids deep.
Seven. Yeah, seven. Seven. We
Shit.
got
So
seven property in
LeBron, you
there.
broke that
Oh
whole family. Look, you
man.
had half of the family probably was tired of LeBron. Like, no, you're not gonna spend our money no more to help him.
Just think about what we just said. 52 million to him and leaves them with what, 5 million, $4 million to work with to
If
try to
that,
glue
because
some
they got other
pieces.
players that they gonna probably throw a little cheese
Come
to
on.
too.
Let's
Come
not
on
forget
now.
about the fact that Austin
Come on
Reeves needs to be
now.
resigned. He declined his
Yeah, because
extension.
he want to
Come
look.
on
He
now.
declined it so he can do what AD did, restructure it and come back for more money.
How come y'all ain't talking about that on the ESPN with the ticker talkers, huh? Well, let's do some budgeting while y'all want to talk about $10 billion. That's probably that's the same sale right there. You ain't got to fool us. We know what's going on, okay?
Man, this is a
But
shame. This is a
the
shame.
Lakers
The
That's a
just
greatest
sent
shame.
organization in
That's a
basketball.
shame.
This man is coming around, just having his way with the NBA, and everybody is being
Destroying
dumb, bro.
people.
And I'm saying that this man is very much destroying the league. And now you done killed the league with killing the Lakers. They got to sell their souls out now. They just sold their soul to you, and then they had to sell the team, man.
Not only
And you
that, though,
want me to
Trey.
talk?
Not only
And
that,
you want me
GT.
to talk about? You want me to talk about 50,000 points while you leaving the Lakers with 1 point, so a couple of $1 million to try to build up an organization after you don't pull Luca out of Dallas selling parking lot spaces, partner?
Man, I'm
No.
tired of y'all bringing up Kobe getting that money. Do you understand what Kobe did for all those years to get that farewell good send off? That was off of 5 championships, all the records, all the money you done made us here. You deserve a little bit of this cheese you done made for us over the
Message.
years. That's what that was. That was a thank you. It was like when you retire from your job on these streets and they give you certificates and they give you special this and
Yeah.
special that and all
Yeah.
that because you did a
Yeah.
great job and you retired with
Yeah.
them. That's what
Yeah.
that was.
Hey, I
Yeah.
gotta
LeBron
say
ain't been
something.
with us long enough. You ain't brought
And
us no championships. You ain't brought us.
come
You've been
on
taking
now.
glory from us. You ain't brought us glory. Y'all talking about he made us relevant. Let me tell you what's relevant. Whatever the hell you're talking
Relevant.
about today,
Relevant
that's
in what?
relevant. And that's all he do is get himself talked about. He didn't. That ain't relevant. Whatever team that nigga go on, you gonna talk about it.
Yeah, I gotta say this though.
Relevant.
This gotta be said. And I said it yesterday.
Ooh,
A lot of
Lord,
people. Hey,
no.
this right here gonna sting right here, y'all. Check this out.
They
Hey,
don't
Jay
want to talk
Reed.
about this though, Trey. They
Hold
don't
on.
want to talk
I
about this
got
right
one.
here.
I got
I'm
I got
sorry,
one. I got one
Go
even
ahead,
special.
though.
Hold on. This is a stand up clip that my boy James would say. Hey, check this out, y'all. Jay Reed, you have not. You've been in the Lakers for 8 years, right? You have yet to play an NBA Finals. It's NBA Finals in a Laker uniform at Crypto Arena. You have yet to do that. You haven't done it. So bye, good riddance, go by. And take your Make-A-Wish son with you. Because I'm the one that called it a Make-A-Wish kid in the first darn play. I see people, that's how I know people be listening to these small channels like me and Gigi and shout out to my boy Polo. They be listening, man. They know people that be spitting that
Mm-hmm.
real, man. Man, yo,
But
get this
you
dude
always
up
in
out of
here
here, man.
early. You
Shout
always
out to
in
my
here
boy
early.
We
Too
don't even know if we don't remember winning that championship. We ain't getting no damn parade. We don't know what that shit
Nothing.
Come
felt
on.
like.
We ain't got no
He,
money for
hey,
no parade.
but
We
Trey,
barely
he
be
ain't
getting
never
nothing
played a
no
Laker
more.
game.
Ain't nothing gonna be the same out here until this man leaves, man. First of
Yeah,
all,
he got the
you're not even a
game.
player that you used to be, right? If you even, I don't like none that you do for basketball, but you're not even that player that can get out the first round no more.
Yeah, what's that all about? Huh? What is that all about? Huh?
You remember when they used to talk
You
that crap,
know?
talking about LeBron never lose back-to-back games? LeBron
Uh-huh.
never lost. Remember when they used to have that look? They don't bring that up no more because
Uh,
you can't talk about it no
Jordan,
more. He done lost
Jordan asked
how
him if
60
he
many
games in the
could win.
playoffs.
how many times did Denver whoop you before you beat them, okay? Was it 11, 12, 13, 14? Give me a
13.
number. Huh? You done got
13.
beat
And you
13
led Denver in
times.
all those games, bro.
Huh?
In all those games we could have won, bro. You let them
Standing
climb
up
back
there
up
like
in
you,
your ass and
yeah,
bust.
standing up there with your hand like you in love with basketball, trying to shoot three, blowing people all out of bounds. You shooting, you can't even make 3 pointers, partner. Huh? Come on now, stop playing. And you're disrespecting Kobe. You know what I'm saying? I can have you disrespecting Kobe and robbing the franchise all at the same time. Those two don't go together, partner.
He never liked the Kobe Bryant. And I've been saying this too. He never liked the Kobe. He never liked the
No, no,
Kobe. He
no.
was jealous of
No,
Kobe.
no, 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 no.
Everybody,
No, 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 no.
just like T Mac, Gilbert, all these dudes. Everybody was jealous of Kobe, man. The real ones still keep his name up. But you notice, check this out, y'all. Y'all notice ESPN? They don't never get they get yes men and yes ma'ams. Follow the script. They'll never get real people to talk about basketball. Cause y'all remember ESPN used to they used to have real reporters. They don't have the real ones no more. Now you got women. Hold on, let me finish this. Now they got women. And no disrespect to women. They got the WNBA players talk about NBA basketball.
Right.
So how much money y'all really got, ESPN?
This is beyond basketball right here. This ain't got nothing to do with basketball. We ain't talking about no triangles and championships and free throws and none of that. We don't went past that. We talking about some ethical stuff that you doing in my face and trying to tell me what you gonna do with a franchise, and then you just out here throwing out all these narratives about different people and different concepts, trying to make us look like we don't know what we talking about, while you destroying the franchise, leaving them with reportedly $5 million to work with to try to build up a franchise that they just got local. And we supposed to accept that, and that don't look right. That don't go together. No. What was another thing? How far would they go? Huh? How many investigations would be going on? Let's just keep it real with some conversations, huh? How many players you gonna trade and then turn around and tell me, pay me, and then if you don't do what I want to do, trade me? Oh no! How many other people gonna do that?
That's some really good questions, but I don't think there's any logical answer for that. This is one big soap opera.
They got the Knicks calling for Don Staley to come in and apply for a coaching position, okay? While we over here trying to get $5 million to try to get some pieces for somebody that's saying pay me and trade me. No, they ain't gonna do that nowhere else. They tried to investigate what was going on in Dallas. Just keep it real. I don't like it. This the hush room. Y'all hit the like button.
Yeah, y'all hit that like button, man. Y'all hit that like button. But yeah, I'm gonna bring. I was gonna tell you this right quick before you continue. I got two more. I met two more. They can follow me on TikTok. So I'm getting so we're gonna have two more ladies that's gonna be coming on the Old Head Podcast, man, on the panel on Thursday. So I'm gonna send you the link so you can come and chop it up. I told you my channel, I want men and women to sit there and talk about life and sports. And trust me, they got some heat for Jay Reed. But they got some stuff that we ain't never said.
One thing I did want to make known to us. Do we see how many draft picks in the first round came from overseas, from Canada, Paris, and London? You see all of that? Wings. What is it? 6 of them? I got that on my presentation. I think it was like 6 of those young men coming from, what is it, the British, from overseas in the draft with real game passes. I don't think we
people from France. We want
Friends,
players
yeah,
from France.
yes. They saying, the Harper young man, they tagging him Filipino. But I just brought that up to say our draft is getting a little bit more international than we've been accustomed to, don't you think?
Yeah. Everybody trying. They call that Japanese player that is signed by Clutch Sports, the Japanese Jokic.
I ain't seen him. What he look like? Marshall?
He looks like his last name is Yin. He looks like that last player that last name was Yin, like back in the early 2000s, mid 2000s. He's tall. He still looks slow even on tape.
Is he the one that 7'1" here on that white suit? I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I saw him. Yeah, I saw him. He look a little slow though. He look a little lankish. He gonna have to get. I think he gonna get some movement. I mean, I ain't saying he ain't got no game. I ain't seen no tapes, but he's carrying a lot of. He's 7'1"? Is that 7'1"? If I'm thinking about the same guy, right, Marshall?
Oh yeah, you're right. That's the same dude.
Yeah, he's 7'1". But to answer your question, GG, answer your question about look, we've been seeing that. Look, and I was going to talk about this Thursday, but I'm going to talk about it now. You notice how the first two rounds were, right? The first round basically went to one and done players, right? Only one that wasn't one and done in the first round was who? That was old boy that won the national championship for Florida. He's the only one. Other than that, look at all the draft picks in the first round. They was literally one and done player. Then you go to the second round. Then you start seeing 4-year players getting drafted late in the second round. So, but it's been doing this. But the NBA, it's been going on for a while now, for a long time though. Like I've never seen a draft like this one where they did not pick a 4-year player. They only picked like one, I think. That was Walter Clayton Jr. That's his name. Normally they get about 3 or 4 or 5. They didn't even get them in there. They all went to one and done players. But this draft was a good draft, so it really was. But my thing is with the Spurs though. Why you got De'Aaron Fox and you got Dylan Harper? That don't make any sense. I understand you got Chris Paul there, old man, keep the knowledge and the understanding and everything like that, but I just don't see. I don't see how this works. I don't see why the Spurs got the number 2 pick anyway. I just didn't understand that. I don't know. I don't get into the draft like I need people to get them things or anything like that. It just make me just think a lot.
Yeah, it made me think a lot too. Cause you call yourself now you Mr. J. Reed. You supposed to be putting all these Instagrams about you wanting to go to Dallas. What you want to go to Dallas for? Huh? What's up there? Huh?
Chicken said it that he's going to play for the Dallas Mavericks. Chicken's been saying that, but they were saying he was captain and everything like that.
He said that after the trade deadline.
Yep.
So what is you doing? What is you doing? Why are you going to Dallas?
You see Cooper Flag. And the Lakers going to get Cooper Flag?
You going to sit in the stands or something? You going to play for Dallas? I thought you couldn't play with AD. You just sent AD over there in the middle of the night like he's going to, midnight train to Georgia or something. What is you doing, young man? Huh? Sorry. Jackie, take notes, baby. I don't understand that. You just sent AD over there, and now you saying you want to go over there, huh? And you just brought Luka from over there. What kind of boomerang kind of trade is this going? Pastor, what is this? Huh?
I don't know what it is, but it's. I mean, hey, but in all seriousness, though, I don't think he didn't know. He did not know that AD was going to get traded, because you can just tell. But that's why he pulled this move about, picking up his last option, you know, in the league, right? And not only that, on his contract, and then he gonna try to hold his leverage because he's mad at what the Lakers did. This is the first time. This is the first thing. Check this out. This is the first time in his career where he don't control anything, and that's what he pissed off about. Cause y'all gotta remember, the NBA been calling this dude ever since he was a junior high school. Since he was junior high. It's real talk.
And we got Summer League coming up. Oh, who's gonna be playing in the Summer League? Y'all coming down here to the 702? Lord Jesus, please be done traded him by them. You need somebody to type up the paperwork. I'll put in on that. Okay, you need somebody to type up the paperwork.
You and many others, you know. And while he's there, you might as well give Kareem back his basketball while you leave too, because you didn't deserve it either.
Yeah, just leave that. Just leave that in the middle of the flow. We got to sanitize, all that kind of situations, because this is ridiculous.
Hey, Gigi, I was gonna say this though too. This don't look. Kobe did 20. He did 20 years. He basically did 18 because he basically paid his first 2 years, right? So let's just take that out the way, right? So J.R. been with the Lakers for 8 years. 8, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8. He did it 8 times, right? He did it 8 times, and then somebody gonna tell me that it's not a failure. His tenure with the Lakers is an epic failure. I don't care what nobody says. I don't want to hear about his story because people still telling me that this dude's still in his prime. I don't see no prime.
Prime time? Yeah, I see you on the prime time all the time. You in the commercial now at the barber shop and stuff. You trying to get on the NBC on the prime time. That's what I think you're talking about, right? Man,
he ain't gonna want no smoke. I guarantee you, the niggas ain't gonna mess with NBC like that. I guarantee you, Fresh Sports is not gonna mess with NBA like that. NBC like that. I guarantee you that.
That's what you upset about, because you mess around and put that picture out and you saw all them faces. You're like, I can't sit at that table. So them championships don't matter. It's a team thing. Now all of a sudden, if we don't put nobody around you to put you in championship contention, you won't get traded. Am I reading this story correctly? Or do I?
Hey, I gotta say this too. Now they talking about getting DeAndre Ayton, right? Listen, we already seen this story before. I heard Sugar Bear, okay, Andre Sugar Bear, can you get enough of them Lucas?
Well,
Drummond was supposed to been Abdul-Jabbar. We already know how that turned out. He missed the game for missing a toenail. So
I just know it doesn't have to be this way. It doesn't have to be this intense. It doesn't have to be. This is the same thing that we've been going through. It just it's aggressive. Why you got to be so aggressive? Why you got to be so aggressive?
Because he's just telling on himself. He's exposing everybody. He's telling everybody who he really is. He's a true operator.
You said Rich Paul said you're gonna be sitting back watching. I thought you've been watching for the last 8 years. Am I wrong? Are we just now tuning in to what's really going on right now? You just now watching.
What's up with that leg of yours that you was over there doing the hokey pokey with? Like, what's up with that leg?
That was 4 weeks. That was doing 4 weeks. That was 4 weeks, y'all. Did you see that live video that's been going around? 8 weeks off my MCL and I'm back at the gym. I'm like, dude, and his fans are just sitting there eating it up. I'm like, dude, they caught you dancing on 4K, partner. Doing the stinky leg,
with that little girl on that video.
That was 4 weeks, not 8 weeks. See,
he want to let everybody. He want to let everybody just he got to do something. That's
disrespectful.
He's a dude that's gonna lie, right, and get us in more trouble, right? He's the type of dude that'd be bit by a zombie and don't tell a nigga nothing. And it's got us all in this room locked together, and then he spazzed out and going to zombie mode on it. Why you pick yourself over everybody all the time, bro?
I got one even better for you, right? Because I said this 8 years ago, right? I said this 8 years ago, I'm gonna say it again. When everything comes out about this guy, right? You think Jay Reed is gonna go down by himself? No, he's gonna bring the whole squad. He's gonna bring this whole squad down with him.
Hey, that's how he going down. They're going down regardless, right? It's just like everybody who was with Lance. Look, it's like everybody who was with Lance Armstrong. If you was with him on that come up, your ass is down now. You ain't big in no industry. You're working out your workout methods. If you is physical working out, they don't mess with you no more because you're tarnished now. You're tarnished when you like that. LeBron could never take a hit like Kobe did, or things that happened to him like Mike playing while his pops passed away. He's not mentally focused like that. He's not mentally strong like that. When you look at everything that he collapsed on, he never wins any of his big moments. Everything he does in a losing moment. Every time he break a record is in a losing game. Yeah, every time you touch the ball, you're. But nobody say he's taking his legacy backwards. But everybody want to say Michael Jordan Wizard era kind of took his legacy a little, but no, it didn't. This man is, while he's actively live playing, you never stop, had a head start, bro, and you still not there. You ain't in front of Magic, head start in front of him. You ain't in front of Larry Bird on certain things. Yeah, you had a head start on certain on him. If he never have a bad back, you don't think he's getting another championship, at least be tied with you with 4 or something? Come on, man, stop it. You got all these dudes. Steph Curry, he should be in the conversation with you. How the hell you got somebody, when Michael Jordan was doing what he was doing, nobody else had the same amount of rings as him, or they didn't even have one, except for Kareem when he came back on his second one.
Come on, man.
Nobody was winning Kobe. The only other guy that was getting championships when he was right there was Tim Duncan. See, that's what also allows us to also say, yeah, Kobe, that's another thing that keeps you away from Mike, right? We love you, Kobe, but we gonna tell the truth on you. That's how much we love you. We ain't gonna lie to you, so you won't be out here on no bullshit. You ain't there yet. Tim Duncan, him and Kobe gonna always have that battle for that generation, but we know Kobe edges him out off of their competition.
And it was already proven up too.
LeBron, you don't edge out Steph Curry. He edged you out.
He was voted the greatest player in the 2000s was Kobe being Bryant, and it wasn't even close.
Look, I bet you this: if Kobe was on that Spurs team, Tony Parker ain't winning MVP. I bet you if Kobe Bryant's on that Spurs team, Kawhi Leonard ain't winning MVP. See, everybody always talking about everybody, just Kobe, and we think Paul should have had. No. Let's talk about all you players. Some people think that KD, you shouldn't have got that. That Steph team, he should have been had his MVP. I bet you if Kobe was on that Warriors team, y'all wouldn't even gave Iguodala that MVP. You see what I'm saying? What's your aura? You're not even looking at nobody else. You giving that shit straight to Kobe like you giving it straight to... Did anybody ever say, you know what, Scotty plays a little bit better defense than Mike? He need that MVP. Hell no, we know who the reason was. It was no question there. We ain't even fit to do that. And it's the same with Kobe. Y'all not even fit to do that. Paul Gasol talks about Kobe like he is that nigga daddy.
Come on now.
He know what Kobe did for his career. Rings don't matter. Paul Gasol, let us take those 2 rings away. Y'all always talking about taking Kobe's away. Let's take those 2 rings away. Who is you, Paul? You're not looked at how you looked at now. Hey, Dirk, let us take that ring away. Who is you? You jumped up in front of a few power forwards, Charles Barkley, Karl Malone. Why? Because of that ring culture.
The one that you chasing, trying to hold us hostage.
Oh, LeBron, you said rings are stupid, right? Remember, he got all this. Gigi, T-Price, it's just basketball. It's just basketball.
It's just basketball.
So why the hell you rushing to say, hey, LeBron, it's just basketball. Why you taking that much money?
Yeah, take a pay cut.
Why you can't
Put
take a pay cut,
in.
my nigga? It's just money. It's
Uh,
just a little money. You a billionaire.
yeah, you're a
It's just
billionaire.
basketball. You talking about we need to win now. LeBron, why you need to win now? Because your years is winding down. Your body is really talking to you saying we can't do this shit no more. We can't keep faking it. We can't keep faking it until we make it. We ain't
And
making nothing. And you ready to
yeah,
cancel out. So now you like, now he at least want to tie Kobe. See, that was your pecking order the whole time. You know you was never getting Jordan. Kobe been your target, nigga, from day one.
Hey, we gotta say this too. You know your wife wants you to retire within a year. So what you gonna do, Jay Reed? Yeah, his wife. There's reports that his wife want him to retire within a year.
allegedly, Savannah.
That's why your kids
I don't
suck
know what you
too.
want.
That's why your kids suck too. That's why your kids suck too.
Lord.
Because
Oh man,
I'm gonna just keep it real. No, I'm gonna just keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. Look, they can play basketball, but I'm gonna keep it real. No, your kids suck because I remember Ray Lewis saying something. He made that his last year. Remember T. Price? We mad because we like, man, this nigga that made this retirement speech. They fit to switch the Super Bowl. They gave it to him because he was retiring. That's how I feel. I'm like, when he came out in the middle of the playoffs and said, now I'm retiring, I said, it's all about him. They're going to give it to him, let him go out like that and everything. That's why that did happen and all that. But he said, I'm retiring because I told my son, when he started getting to that collegiate level, that I'm gonna quit like worrying about myself and put my focus in on him and teach him the game. That's why your son suck, LeBron, no matter what. And this is what I say. I'm not talking about your skill, actually you dribbling. But nigga, if you would have retired when you were supposed to, like kind of go out with a good little run like you had with that bubble championship. I just say that. You could have been right there with your son, actually really training, bro, with him, right there with the trainer, saying what my son needs training on. Like you could be there and giving them a little mindful. Actually, you could have retired and invited players over to teach your son. Hey, Chris, hey, can you come over, Chris Paul, teach my son? Because he's short. You know, he ain't going to be like my height. So can you teach him the guard move, Steph? Can you teach my son like a little arithmetic to shoot? Because he ain't got it. You know, I can't shoot like that, nigga. So I ain't fit to be teaching him. Like just keeping it real.
Yeah.
See, Kobe, why his daughter was like that at that age. You look at Kobe, why? Because he was retired and he was able to put the work in with her every day, all day, teaching her his fadeaway. You could tell she was going to be someone. You look at players who actually retired and they're with their kids. Steph Curry. Look at his daddy. His daddy actually retired, right? He was there to give his son some type of training, some type of going on with the game. Like when you look at players, even Kenyon Martin, when you look at all these players with their kids that's coming in the game, they giving them a little something to come into the league.
Yeah.
LeBron, you cared about yourself. You didn't care enough to say enough with me. Look who I am. I made it. I'm in the conversation. That's good enough for me. Let me get out of here. And let me focus on my son. Show him that I love him. Look at the path I paid for you. Show him that way. You should have made him earn the NBA by your ass retiring and making sure he get in there the right way, making sure he's a #1 draft pick. That's what your ass should have been in, or at least a lottery draft pick. But you did it. What you do? You throw your son right back up in there. You throw your son right back in there. Hey, hurry up, son. I know you had that heart malfunction, but look, you got to hurry up because you got to get drafted. And this year, this is where I got the Lakers at. If you do it, if you come out right then and there, I got them out of balls to where they'll draft you.
Oh, Lord. You don't want to talk about
Hey, remember what Iman Shumpert? Yeah, I remember Iman Shumpert came out and said that JB's best accomplishment was convincing people that he's the GOAT. That's why he got all these minions out here. And another thing too, y'all remember how LeVar Ball was saying that Lonzo Ball was this and that? What happened in his very first game? Patrick Beverly was pulling him up full court, right? Ain't nobody did that.
He gave him a little strength bump when he picked his dribble up. Too early, he gave him a little bump, like boom. And okay, yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, that's a foul. Look, welcome to the league, nigga. Your daddy talk too much. Straight up, that's all that is. Look, hey, look, it ain't nothing with you. Your daddy got you that. Your daddy got you that.
He did the Kobe on it. Remember Kobe, what was it, Paul Gasol in the All-Star, was it the All-Star game?
No,
He
that was
basically look. He didn't even hit him. Look, he didn't even hit him like that. Remember,
that
Lonzo
was
was
in the
trying to come
Olympics.
up dribbling. Patrick Beverly, look, you know he a fear defender, quick hands. He made him pick his dribble up. So now Lonzo over there, he tied up. You know how Patrick Beverly be on you, how he swiped the ball from LeBron. All of them. Once you pick your dribble up,
Yeah.
Patrick Beverly trying to tie you up. He trying to get a
Oh, yeah,
jump
yeah.
ball or something.
He got that,
So
yeah, he got that
since
power.
Lonzo
Nobody
just
did
hurt,
make
he
a rich
look,
kid
he
like
just
that
bent
though.
over. He bent over and gave it all to Patrick. Patrick said, "I'm gonna bump you then." Bam! He gave him a little hip bump. He fell over like a fly, look, like a leaf, just easy. Didn't have no muscle, didn't have no nothing. But that was his daddy. Look. And I'm gonna tell you this: that's anybody in the league, bro. When your daddy speaks out, right? When your daddy comes in, like he makes himself like a name or he's famous, and he's on the sideline saying, "My son a bust whoopty whoop ass, and he a bust this dude ass, and he a bust this dude that." Those dudes can't wait to see him just off of. Let's see, your daddy said you gonna do this. That's man stuff. That's like two men saying, "My son faster than your son." Well, when we get our sons right around each other, we gonna say, "You niggas about to race."
And then what the problem is though, you done said all of this, and then it didn't turn out the way you said it was gonna turn out.
Boy.
Now you don't want us to say nothing about it.
What was his quote? What was his quote exactly? It's low key hilarious. Like I'm right here watching the NBA League pass,
Okay,
and
so
my
this is
son right
low-key.
now can be in there right now. No, he can't. It proved it. Your son can't even hang with the G League.
Cause we ain't got no money.
Look, your son come right out the G Unit. Look, nigga, that's who he with, G Unit. Nigga, he ain't with the NBA. That nigga came straight out the gates with G Unit. Nigga, stop it. G Unit Records. Nigga, knock it off.
You trying to be
I can't even give him
He thought,
G
look, he thought he
Unit.
was fit to go straight to, look, he thought his son was fit to go straight to Rock Nation, Def Jam. You know, Capital right now, this nigga going right over here, nigga. You not, nigga. That's where
Nah, I
he's going.
can't do 50 like that. He ain't G Unit, man. These 50 made a name and for himself and his homies. You know, he ain't that, man. He ain't that, bro.
Hey,
I
look,
can't get to make a big
look,
kiss that.
exactly. 50, look, that's why he G Unit. 50 made the name. He gave everybody else a little chance. They couldn't keep it going. None of them can keep it going. They all blew it. We know what Young Buck did, blew it. We know what the other one did, went through something with his mama, but he still blew it when he came back with his music. Everybody at G Unit blew it. So LeBron 50 and your son a part of G Unit. And he one of the niggas that you carrying. He can't help you make
I see
no
what you're
cheese.
saying now.
Yeah, look, EG, that's how it is. Look, that's why 50 let them all go. He said, I ain't making no money. Even with the female on his team. I ain't making no bread off of her neither. I'm paying out more bread. That's why he let them all go.
Olivia.
And that's LeBron. He gonna kick you out of this house, Bronny. He gonna kick you out of this house when this don't go right.
It's sad, y'all, that the Lakers is throwing their financial records on the Instagrams and stuff. Huh?
Man. He got them looking like,
He got
look,
them wide open.
they finna lose all their luxury in LA. All them reserved seats for the Bucks family. That shit ain't y'all no more. Y'all don't own the Lakers. Look, we used to give y'all that because y'all was the Bucks family. Y'all was prestige out here.
Y'all got 15%, okay?
Man, that man that took shame, man. That man that put shame on that family. Your daddy would have never got out of mine. This, like I said, Jerry Buss wouldn't have had this because it's the same man that let go of the most dominant player when he still had at least one or two final runs in him. He said, nah, I'm gonna let you go now, and I'm going with Kobe. He gonna give me what I need. He would have let LeBron go and big. Look, that trade would have been LeBron for Luka. See, they probably tried. I guarantee you, Rob was like, would you take LeBron? That dude like, hell no, we don't want LeBron, give us AD.
17. No, you pull Luca over here, send AD over there, sell a team for $10 billion, and then you sign your
LeBron
contract.
can't get traded with no superstar straight up like how AD did. I'm gonna tell you why.
Lord,
The NBA ain't stupid. They like that nigga a year or two away from. He could retire right in the middle of the season, dude. You know, like how Kobe had like a couple games. He could be like, "Hey, I'm done." Like, ain't nobody fit to trade their star player. None of them, nigga. They probably won't even give up an all-star for you. He can get draft picks. LeBron can get draft picks, but his age. is not going to get him drafted for another all-star in the league. No more. Straight up. He cannot pull that weight. He can pull some draft picks, but he ain't pulling a player like a Luka. That's why they went with AD. That's why it had to be AD. AD played both ends. See, people don't think that trade, they kind of is good on it. Other than what people saying with Luka, AD played both ends. So he is the better player out of that trade. We ain't talking about potential. We talking about right now. Right now, he's the better player was in that trade. And LeBron wasn't even able to. I guarantee you, Rob ain't that stupid. I guarantee you, he snuck it in there somewhere. He was like, I know you talking AD. He's like, you know how that dude said, we went to Rob and was like, would you ever consider, I bet you Rob hit him back with it like, what if it was LeBron and not AD? That dude shut that shit down. No, we don't want to look. Kyrie don't even want to replay with you. That's why they saying that Dallas shit. Kyrie out of there.
He just signed a 3-year deal, didn't he?
I'm saying Kyrie gonna get out of there if they re-sign him. If they sign LeBron, get traded over there, Kyrie gonna check out. Kyrie gonna check out on him. Yeah, he gonna check out because he's been trying to. He could have came to LA when he was going to Dallas. If he wanted to play with LeBron, he would have been made that. He would have been made that happen. Thank you. He would have been made it happen. Kyrie been running. He been running from LeBron ever since he got away from him. It's like LeBron a pimp, and he been looking for Kyrie. Like, where's Kyrie? Where's Kyrie? Kyrie like, man, I'm in Dallas. I'm in Brooklyn. Like, I've been running from this nigga. He won't leave me alone. He keep trying to get me because Kyrie was really. He loves Kyrie. That weapon that Kyrie was. He loved that weapon that Kyrie was.
Yeah, but you need to leave Kyrie alone. You over here.
He do. Stop following Kyrie. And
stop following this man. Leave him alone.
I never would have heard
no credit. Again,
I never heard
Kobe. He never gave nobody no time. He never gave nobody no credit.
I never heard Kobe say, I want to play with T-Mac. I never heard Kobe say, I want to play with Iverson. I never heard Kobe say, I want to play with Vince Carter. I never heard Kobe say, I want to play with any other star that he felt like, because you know why? Kobe was saying, I'm going to make my legacy on each and every one of you niggas. Why play with you? I'll have a better legacy if I beat you niggas, right? I want you niggas to be good. See, I want you to be good, because the gooder you are, when I beat your ass, the better I am. See, it's like wrestling, bro. You build up a champion. You build up a champion so he can make a new one. You make this dude look so good. Hulk Hogan. When Hulk Hogan lost that thing to whoever he was going to lose it to, you was going to be like, wow, this nigga is him. Because of who he beat. Because who he beat. Who you went through to get that. That's why I say all that got to go in one. It matters who you go through in your road to the finals. It matters who you beat in the finals. Because if Magic them don't topple Boston, it was a reason why you needed to topple Boston. Because Boston was looked at as the guys that couldn't be messed with.
Look, if it didn't matter, if it didn't matter, you should have stayed in Cleveland and made it work in Cleveland. Why are you going all around with this thing now, huh?
We know rings matter. Hey, we know rings matter because every time he can't win, every time LeBron can't get back to a finals or he feel it. Remember T. Price? I used to joke and say LeBron like a college kid. He 4 years, like high school or something. He got 4 years for you and he gone. That's how he was leaving teams. He'd give about 4 years, signing them 1-1, signing them 1-1s. He'd be there 4 years. Leave because that's how he knew it was over. It's over, y'all. Look, once he see an injury, oh shit, I can't get back to the finals. He was always scoping. LeBron is that girlfriend or boyfriend, whichever one, that y'all on a date and something walk through, and he got that one eye on you. But look, when you turn your head just to eat or something, he hurried up, check that ass cheek out. Look, he looked right in your face. You right there at the table, didn't even see him look all up in that ass.
Oh Lord, Jesus.
He already said, I'm about to break up with you. You don't even know. I'm breaking up with you next year before Valentine's Day too, so I don't have to get you nothing.
Oh, you got to
I just dawned on me. It's just
You
dawned on
got
me,
the
y'all.
peekaboo eye. You got the
Yeah, look, I'm
peekaboo
telling you,
eye.
if you look at it, everybody look. Remember, he
Mm-hmm.
get you early. He get you early. He talk
Yeah.
about you when you in college.
Mm-hmm.
He start flirting with you
Yeah.
when you a youngster. Hey, yeah, AD, look,
Yeah.
Zion, Luca. He start flirting with them when they young, wanting them to join his shoe brand and all this. He flirt, join his agency and all this. No, bro, that's
Mm-hmm.
all that little sweet puff daddy shit. Want to take me shopping and
Yeah.
shit. Get out of here.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
I
feel
just thought
Johnny.
about this, y'all.
I work for the same league you work for, man. I got my stuff covered. I don't need you in that situation.
Let me
What
make
is
my own
that?
legacy. Stop attaching yourself
Yeah.
to everything in the NBA. Worry about your team. Your team get put out the playoffs. What you said, T. Price? Kobe said when we lost to the Spurs, he said, I'll work myself till
Exhaustion,
exhaustion.
exhaustion. Yep.
This nigga went to Cleveland, nigga, put his hands up in the air like he want to be acknowledged like Roman Reigns.
Lord
But my
Jesus.
thing is this, y'all. But check this out. Check this out. So he trying to get to Dallas though. So what they gonna do with Cooper Flag? Because he
He
playing
ain't
his
getting to
That's
position.
what
Dallas.
I
Hey,
said.
he ain't getting to Dallas.
I don't think he's going. I mean, I don't know. I don't care where he go. As long as he
You know
leaves the
where I
Lakers,
think
then
that
I can
nigga
come
gonna
back
go,
fully
man? I think
support.
we all forgot. I think we all forgot.
New
You know where
York,
that nigga gonna go?
New York.
New York, New
He gonna
York.
go.
He was just seen in New York and got booed in New York.
If
He
I
gonna go
can
to
make it there, that's where he's gonna go. That's what he's been flirting with. He said this on the
He been,
retirement game when him and D Wade met up against each other. I sent it to T Price a long time ago that he said if it wasn't gonna be here in the Staples, it was gonna be in Madison Square. Those was the two teams
Yeah.
that he was gonna basically end it with. He said he picked the Staples Center. So and then he got mad right with the Lakers when they wasn't doing moves. What team did he wait to face and go flirt with they towels on and they colors on? See now. He's trying to
that's
throw a
Philly.
rock this way,
Is that
but he
Philly?
really gonna
Is
hit
that
you this
Philly?
way.
Is that Philly?
He's throwing the rock towards Dallas. And Dallas ain't doing two trades with the same fucking team.
No.
Okay, let's keep that
Nah.
real twice. That's what they ain't gonna do. That fan base ain't having
But
it.
wait
You're
a
not about to do that. You're not about to change the Lakers to the fucking Dallas Mavericks. That's basically what you're gonna do is just add Cooper Flag. Then look, LeBron, you going against
didn't he
your
have
rules,
that?
right? You don't even like playing with rookies, nigga. So I know it ain't Dallas.
Right, youngsters. Didn't he
It's
have
just
that
a throw
Knicks
off.
towel
It's
on?
just a throw
Didn't
off,
he
bro.
have
He
that
want to go to New York City. They just now was in the Western
to the
Conference
Knicks?
Finals. He either want to go to New York or that nigga want to go to Indiana.
Cause
I see him going to the
He
base.
might just fool us all and head back to Cleveland since they doing pretty good too.
Nah, Cleveland ain't got the man. It took Cleveland 8 years to get to where they at.
Hey, look, they'll do it just off of the simple fact that he's really from there, and that owner will want that retired jersey money sales and all that shit that they was able to do in the Staples Center for Kobe and put his numbers. I'm telling you, that's the last team. But the first two teams to me, it ain't no Dallas. He ain't staying in the West. It's too hard to come out the West. LeBron
You
fed
know,
up with that shit. He going back east.
Yeah, because the East
I
is
think
jumped
he's gonna
down
go
a
back
little bit.
east too because the East is so open
East is
and
jumping
with all
So
the
down.
open, bro.
injuries.
Jason Tatum down.
Jason
Joel
Tatum,
Embiid, Paul Pierce.
Dame.
That's so goddamn
Yeah,
iffy. Them niggas
Halliburton.
both go down.
yeah.
Look, then you got Giannis. Whoa, Dame ain't
Halliburton.
coming back the same. He's down with
Halliburton.
Achilles. Giannis can't do it
Yeah,
by himself, even though he's still
that's
a
right.
motherfucker. But LeBron gonna make sure he got help on the East to beat Giannis. He ain't gonna face him
Yeah.
by himself. So when you look at all those teams, who are the teams that you're gonna be worried about? The two teams, like I said, that nigga got his eye on
Orlando. What
Indiana
about
and New
Orlando?
York. I put New York first and Indiana second because he can fit himself. Oh, Halliburton can use me, passing me that ball. Yeah, ooh, they got some 3-point shooters, some 3 and D guys over there. Ooh, and New York got the same thing with Carl Anthony Towns.
Man, he ain't gonna be able to coach. Rick Carlisle ain't gonna let him do what he do though. Rick Carlisle ain't falling for that.
No, that's why he may not look. And Rick Carlisle took his first ring from LeBron. You feel me? He beat him. So, but I'm telling you, it's New York or it's going back home to Cleveland because what does every player does when they get to a certain age and they about to retire? We seen KG make his way back to the Timberwolves so he can say bye. You see a lot of players do that. I still believe when James Harden want to really retire, yeah, he's home in LA. But I think if he really want a good going out, like bang, he'll go back to Cleveland. Like when he really ain't worth nothing, he'll play on the bench. He gonna go to Cleveland and retire and wave by. So he can get that love for what he did to him.
You talking OKC? But James Harden's
No,
OKC.
Houston. I think he should go to Houston and get his love because that's where he really exploded he was a role player.
Okay.
OKC. Yeah, like Houston was where that whole fucking city was rocking with you for a minute. You got about 8 seasons where you was just over there, the man. So I could see you going over there just to wave by like Paul Pierce. When he retired, he wanted to go back. He wanted to go back to Boston, but he couldn't get himself there. So he had to retire in his city of LA. But where was he being celebrated at? Boston. That's where he wanted to get back to. KG was just able to get back to his old team.
What y'all think the Lakers gonna do, y'all? I just want to ask that out there.
They gonna go to hell if they don't pray. That's what the
Man, your answer is good as mine. I don't know, and I don't care really.
I think the Lakers gonna force him to
I'm just waiting for Jay Reed to leave.
What you think about that, T Price? When I said that, like how they only kept Kershaw because Kershaw is this is this owner, right? They kept Kershaw because Kershaw was like a Kobe to the Dodgers. It's like, oh, you an old relic, huh? Like you used to be the #1 dude striking out and you a Hall of Famer, first ballot. Like, okay, we gonna keep you because you straight baby, you baby Dodger, you a Dodger baby. So, but they got everything else away from him. Everything else, Brewer, all them dudes go shoot, and got all something new. I think that this owner gonna do that same tactic, bro. That's his thing. What's a relic over there in Los Angeles right now? Nobody. We have no relics. The only we want to create one, and that's Luka. We want to make Luka a Laker baby. Even though we know Dallas got you, we also know that Kareem wasn't no all-time, like he wasn't no Laker baby neither, or Shaq. But them niggas are Laker babies now in our eyes. So that's what we want to do to you, Luka. We want to win so many championships with you, Luka, to where nobody even, where the new generation come, they'll be like, damn, you played for Dallas. They won't even know that you played for Dallas because all your history is with the Lakers.
Come on now. Yes.
They gonna force LeBron to trade. That owner ain't no punk. He's gonna introduce himself to LeBron too. LeBron trying to hurry up and put this man in the corner while he's fresh. He think this man don't know business, but I'm gonna tell you who gonna F LeBron over in the long run. Y'all remember who LeBron made cry and say, I ain't gonna be here no more? Magic is in cahoots in business with this man. Magic got your ass back, LeBron. Bye, nigga. Like you made me have to say bye. I mean, bye, nigga. You don't think the Dodger man that asked Magic about that Laker organization while they been in cahoots with the Dodgers? That's his business partner. You don't think he been picking Magic Johnson brain? And you don't think Magic telling him, like, the best thing for you though, as coming in, you should get rid of LeBron, like, and go with Luke. Like, you don't think he telling him that? I'm telling you.
Then on top of that, the ones that you've been, working with for the last 8 years, they ain't got but 15% worth of, swagger. So partner, you on the low on the totem pole, partner, if you depending on that.
That's why Magic been talking different on TV. When I seen Magic on TV on ESPN, the way it's like he knew something was coming. It was like he just was patient. He knew something was coming. Like, so I that's what I'm gonna do. If I'm a businessman and I ain't never played in this sport, right? I ain't never played no sport, but I'm smart with my money. I got cheese and I know how to invest in the right thing. I'm smart with that, investing in the right business. You don't think that man picked Magic Johnson brain on Genie, bust them, the Bus family, and all that before he even did business with them?
Oh.
Hell yeah, he asked that nigga. Magic told that man everything he want to know because Magic seeing more money that he didn't ever seen with him than he did with the Lakers in that baseball situation.
Partner, man.
LeBron's out there. They gonna force LeBron to leave. Magic gonna tell him stay stern. He gonna tell him, Genie, look, because that's what he trying to tell Genie to do. Remember when he wanted to fire certain people and move here and move? Genie didn't want to do it. She wanted to do everything LeBron way. That's why he said, well, I'm gonna just leave then. That's what he's gonna tell this owner. You're gonna have to be stern with LeBron. Don't fold. Like if you wanted him to respect you or have a joke, he gonna run like he did with Pat Riley. Like Pat Riley said, you don't run when the chips get tough. Like, you know what I mean? You don't do that. That's some tender ass steak. You better cut through it with a knife or something.
Especially when you the one, but bake these cookies right here. You say you like chocolate chips. These your chocolate chips that you've been putting out here all this time.
Keep on talking about all these great coaches. Why you never went to play for one? Why you never went and got a Hall of Fame coach? Well, made coach himself, not one that you can use credit for. See, LeBron always wanted those first year coaches so he can get the credit like he took the coach somewhere. That's why he always did that. Why you never try to go play with Pop, but you always try to put Pop in front of Phil? Why you never said, damn, let me go over there to the Spurs and go play with him? Why you don't go play with great coaches? Because they're going to coach your ass. They're not going to run the LeBron. You know if you go play for Pop. I'm not running no LeBron James system. Matter of fact, you might not even average that 28, 29 shit you like to average. You might be going down to 22 over here with me.
Not only that, Trey, and that's what a lot of his fanboys like to say too. They're like, well, he didn't have Phil Jackson. He didn't have this. He didn't have all them things because he don't want to be coached. That's what they don't like to understand that.
Yeah, he don't want none of those coaches. He don't even want the coaches that he say is a good coach because he don't go play with them. He don't go try to pull them. LeBron always get what he wants. That's one thing we seen. He gets his players, he get his coaches, right? He got JJ. He wants first-term coaches so he can get the credit. And then he got everybody brainwashed that if it don't go right, he don't get the credit.
Lord Jesus. What kind of critical non-thinking is that? Huh? What kind of critical non-thinking is it?
It's only one time in LeBron James' career, and that's crazy. That first time that he went to the finals against the Spurs, that's the only time that he ever really made a team a championship team, like for that moment. Like, and I'm not saying they are champions because they won. He made them competitive, like on the East. That first year, when you went against the Spurs, that's the only team that you organically, nigga, just went to the finals with. And you gave up on yourself doing that at that age. That's why I stopped ever even having hope for you, bro. Why would I believe in a nigga that don't believe in himself? And that's a fact. This nigga gave up on himself. He didn't believe that his talents could win a championship. You don't have the Kobe gene. You the type of nigga that would have told Jerry, don't get rid of Shaq. We need this nigga.
You know, like you be down on your knee asking for free throws.
Just like you trying to do with Kyrie. You wasn't mad at Kyrie. See, you was mad at Kyrie because Kyrie bust the move first. How that song, bust the move. If you want it, look, you mad because he bust that move first. Kyrie heard about them rumblings about Bledsoe, about Paul George, about you kept talking about we need a ball handler. He looking at you like, you know, they say I'm one of the best handlers ever, right? Like, what the hell is you talking about? We need a real ball point guard here. You trying to get Chris Paul. So he said, look, let me help you out. I'm going to move myself. I ain't going to let you move me. Some grown ass nigga pick where I go. So he moved himself. You were mad that he found out moves, start trying to play all these damn songs by Meek Mill. Niggas want you up, niggas want you down. Like, what's the hell wrong with you? Jesus. You going to Instagram always. You ain't even from the Instagram era, LeBron. You ain't even from this era always tweeting and shit. You just, that's how much you want to be liked, bro. You want to be liked too much instead of being yourself. We still haven't met the real LeBron James because that nigga hiding. The real LeBron James, we find out about everything. The real LeBron James is a snake in the grass. The grass is too tall in the NBA now. They ain't cut it in years.
Come on now, for real. Make me up.
Look, you got more. That nigga got more skill. That nigga got more. He got more mischief skills, right? He know how to manipulate the game, like, but on a whole nother level, not physically. Mentally, you can manipulate the game, but you can't do none of these things on the court. You ain't got none of this brain power when it comes to physically being on the court, but you can manipulate the executive. No, that's what he do. You basically win your finals through executives. You don't win it through actual just beating dudes on the basketball court. You do politics, bro. You a politician in the league. You're not a player. You're a politician, bro.
That's an IQ. Trey, that's an IQ.
Yeah. Hey, look. And I'm not mad when he fooled. I'm not mad because if anybody teams up with him, you done seen all of the bodies that he done left. All of the bodies that he done left under the ground. Well, you're dumb if you team up with him.
Bodies. Coaches. You know?
Man, you want to talk about a house of cards? Woo!
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey in the flesh.
And we supposed to be okay with that. We just supposed to let it go. Don't say nothing about it. Just don't have no opinions.
Yeah,
Let me do whatever.
like they said, LeBron can walk in the locker room. LeBron can walk in the locker room, a-hole naked. And everybody gonna act like this nigga got an outfit on. Hey man, that's some sharp man. Look what he got on. Man, you're crazy. This nigga naked. Knock it off, man.
Oh my
Stop
God.
acting like everything this man do, man. Look, this nigga can fort. This nigga LeBron can fort right there. You gonna ask him what cologne he got on?
I just want to foresee if there's any kind of road to redemption for us. We don't got no picks, we ain't got no money, and I hate to see our organization.
I'm willing to sacrifice. I'm willing to sacrifice this season for LeBron to leave. If he leave, man, before that trade deadline, I'm cool with that. I'm willing to sacrifice one more season. I look at this season. I want Luka to establish himself. I want Luka to all the way establish himself as a Laker. I want him to forget about Dallas. I don't want Dallas in his head no more. I want him all the way LA'd out the game.
Yeah, see, that's a path forward. That's what I want to see. I want to see a path forward because I'm tired of this quicksand, back and forth kind of situation with this right here. It's not working. It's not working.
Yeah, it's like being with a new person, right? Like they just broke up with somebody. But they acting like they want to move on, but they keep bringing them up like, man, I can't believe Dallas. Like, man, I don't want to hear about that dude Dallas no more. You with me. Go back and be with Dallas, then you keep talking about him. So I need Luka I don't need him to be no more butthurt over that no more. I don't even want you on revenge. Look, just light their ass up when we play them. That's all I want you to do.
I need you to be training, getting your meals right, getting your lungs in order, so we can have
out here in LA. One thing LA in the Hollywood area, one thing they can teach you how to be, nigga, is skinny and fit. They will look, go get one of them BBL jerseys. I ain't mad. Go get a BBL jersey. Shit.
The Kardashians down the street 3 blocks over, okay? They can show you how to get yourself together, okay?
Yeah, man, they got a lot of vegans out here. Maybe, they got a lot of vegans, healthy. They got a lot of healthy eaters out here. Like, there's a lot of working out out here. We got all type of hills and cliffs that we hiking. You can hike on and do your walks and your jogs on. Go and use them, Luka.
Yeah, find your way out there.
Just get you a personal trainer. Like, just get you a personal trainer. You got the money. I don't get it. You got the money to have you a nutritionist. Like, what should I eat? Come on the road with me. Don't let me go off on my diet when it's season time, man. Like, when it's getting ready for the season, you should have that workout guy there with you, the physicalist, the nutritionist. All of them should be right there with you every day.
Every day. I like the way, and now that we're talking about that, I like the way OKC, I ain't want to be, putting too much on it, but I like the way they lungs held out for them this season. I like the way they lungs held out for them. Their bodies held out. They did have some problems, but you didn't see too many times that their lungs didn't hold up for them.
Yeah.
And that's what you gotta do, Luka. We can't be having you playing 50. Man, come on now. This is California.
You know what? That come from Luka. Luka always kind of been like that, and he went to the finals, right? It's about the right person with him. LeBron, he ain't going. When Luka came, LeBron he fooled everybody, right? Remember, he was playing a little aggressive defense that first game. He jumping, blocking again. It was like, okay, now we might have a chance if you're going to say fuck scoring and just focus on defense for Luka.
No.
But you can't even do that. Look, Ron Artest, just the season ahead of time, he just was averaging like 22 points with Houston. But then he came to the Lakers and said, I ain't worried about scoring. Kobe, I seen what Paul Pierce and Ray Allen did. Luke Walton, he can't stick the other guy. You got to switch off, stick this one. He like, don't even worry about Paul Pierce. I got that nigga. I'm finna take him totally out the game. I ain't worried about scoring. Sometimes that's what I don't like about LeBron. LeBron, I don't want to see you score 30 to win all the time. Sometimes if we need rebounds, I want you to get your big 6'9" ass down there and rebound. I want to see you with 18 rebounds sometime. 15 of them.
Most of the time you scoring 30 and y'all losing.
You should have been down low. Look at Paul Pierce. Why Paul Pierce down there playing center for Philly and your ass can't play some type of center for the Lakers when we was down there getting our ass whooped on the rebounds by Rudy Gobert?
No, he ain't gonna do that. He ain't gonna do that. No, he ain't gonna never do that.
Too physical for him. He don't want to go down there and get physical.
Yeah, that's why he don't play defense.
I ain't never seen nobody 6'9". I ain't never seen nobody 6'9" hit the floor like they Allen Iverson. Well, why you always on the floor? You hit the floor for an open layup.
You got sticky
trying to get an N1, act like somebody that did something to him. Boy, you don't know it's so embarrassing. Show me a shadow foul on Kobe or on Jordan where they like, trying to make somebody think so where they just look stupid. You almost pulled Joker arm out of socket trying to fake a foul.
That's why. That's unnecessary.
Slid all over there, knocked the people drink over and everything. Yeah. You up here, they handed you a towel. You up here talking about thank you. I've been like, fuck a thank you. You owe me a drink, nigga. You better go right now on your tab. Give me another drink.
Over there knocking on people's beer.
Knocking people beers over, doing too much. That's why, that's what my mama used to tell me. She's like, sit down, boy, you doing too much trying to show off family over. I'm over here cartwheeling and flipping. Next thing you know, I done cartwheel, flipped the counter, boom, hit the counter in the living room, boom, everything going up in the air. Look, now my ass getting whooped. Because I'm doing too damn much. I should have set my ass down.
She gonna take, now go lay down on the couch and take a nap.
Yeah, whipped you in front of everybody. Now you're embarrassed. Now look, you finna go over there and cry yourself to sleep. Wake up with a better attitude. That's what it is. That's what he's doing. You always showing off. You always doing too much. See, and that's what Kobe learned. Remember, Kobe learned that. And he told him that when he came to the Lakers. He said, LeBron has to allow dudes to do their job. Bro, LeBron, you taking my money from me. If I'm a rebounder and I need to average double-digit rebounds, but you want to average double-digit rebounds or at least 9 of them, you taking my money away because this team ain't going to re-sign me if I'm not meeting my quota. But you're asking me to let the ball hit the ground for you to get the rebound. Just box them out, let me grab it. No, this is my cheese. Let me do my job. If you and Russ would stop trying to average, though, like Russ, people don't understand. Russ used to get a lot more fast breaks. But when he starts focusing on the rebounds, it takes his fast break away because you don't have the head start at the three-point line, nigga, for me to throw it to you. See, when you do that, that's how you fast break. You let the rebound and launch the ball. How Kobe do that behind the back dunk? Because he was already taking off. Robert already seen it. Whoop.
Yeah. By the time he got the ball, he just,
why you down here with me, man? It's my job to rebound. Why are you down here? You should be waiting to receive the ball from me, bro.
Yeah, fast break, Fast break, Do they do that?
That's why it's not no fast breaks with LeBron, because if you look at it, the Lakers are last in fast breaks. Why? Because him and Luka kind of play the same. Luka too. Luka, you like to get rebounds. You like to average the rebounds. If guards, when I was growing up, the guard, if your man took you down there, right? Like if you're sticking a point guard and a shooting guard and he trying to drive on you, all right, I'm down here by the rim now. Yeah, I'm gonna jump for the rebound too with y'all because I'm down here with this nigga. But if my player shoots the ball, I'm not fit to take off all the way to the rim. I'm relying on my center and power forward and whoever else is down there in that position to get that rebound. I'm right here at the 3-point line or by the free throw line ready to grab that shit and take off.
Right. That's automatic. That's the first play.
That's what you see in OKC. When you look at these young teams, you don't see Gildress down there trying to beat his big man for the rebound, jumping all over his center back. Give me this shit.
I'm in my position.
You know what we used to say? We used to be like, same team, nigga, let the ball go. What the fuck is wrong with you? Same team, fools. Same. You'll back up off of it. Once you hear same, you back up off the ball.
Back off of it. There you go. Come on,
you know what I mean? You let your center do his center job, bro, because I want him in the game. He may not be in the game off of scoring. My center might have to get in the game off of reap. That gets him in the game. Look, could you imagine if Scottie Pippen and Mike was down there stealing Dennis Rodman rebounds?
No, I can't imagine that.
That wouldn't have went right. He wouldn't have been playing right. He would be like, shit, I don't feel the game. I'm not doing me.
Yeah, that's his job.
That was his job to rebound. But if you come down here taking my job, What the fuck am
Yeah.
I doing out here then now? See? Now
You gotta
you
take
mad
my
at me.
job.
Yeah, let me touch the ball. Let me get it. That's the way Ramen got in the game because he didn't get in the game no more with the Bulls off of scoring. He didn't need to score to get off. What he needed to do was steal that ball off a rebound. That pumped him up playing defense. Let me play my defense and let me get the rebound. Don't come stealing it from me.
Yeah.
You didn't see Kobe going down there stealing rebounds from Bynum, stealing rebounds from Paul. He was right there like this. Pass it, dámelo. Like he talking in Spanish to the nigga, pass it. Nigga, give it to me. Rapido, here, hurry up. Shit, all that shit.
Yeah, get to speak that Italian. They don't know.
Yeah, get to tell him. Yeah, he tell him, but you notice him, Derek Fisher. Look, old school point. Look, did you ever see Jason Kidd down there? Jason Kidd right there by the free throw line. He jogging. He doing a baby jog because come on with the ball so we can go. Every point guard like that. You see Magic down there. Even that's his position. Magic wasn't stealing even rebounds. And we all know Magic could have averaged way more rebounds if he wanted to, but he wasn't stealing from his centers, man, and his power forwards. That's their job, nigga, to rebound. My job is to assist the ball and put up a few points.
They don't do that no more. That's this positionless basketball.
And then you say I don't got no help. How you gonna say you don't got no help? You're not allowing me to help you, nigga.
Yeah, you've been trying to get a big man for the last 3 years, and you sent one of them off. You said AD off, and he was.
That was his first big man. Look, other than Chris Bosh, he ain't really won with a big man. Can we be honest? Because these are not original big men. They don't play in the post like that. The big men that he win with, they play like a small forward. They play like they're a small forward.
Yeah.
Chris Bosh, you took him from the post. Chris Bosh was in Toronto working from the post. You took him from the post when he came to Miami. When you look at Anthony Davis, even though he didn't like to play center, he still was getting his money from the post. When him and Boogie Cousins was down there, they was working from the post. Both of them. Both of them can shoot the three, so it was nothing for one to go out so the other one can work the post. But AD was getting his money from the low post, bro. I was raised and learned, go for the layup before you shoot the ball. Try to go for the close. Always try to get as close as you can to the rim, and that's the better shot. This generation then reversed it and said, take the three, the further shot. You want me? That's the better shot. You want me to shoot the motherfucker from half court? Okay. Other than getting an easy layup, you don't want me to lay the ball up, coach. But that's why we're gonna lose, coach, because I can lay it up real good. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, I'm standing right here. Up under the goal, but you want me to throw it back out?
I promise you. Look, and that's why. That's why we see so many blown layups, because the niggas ain't used to them. When they get under that rim and be open like that, the Russes, all these young niggas, you be seeing them brick them layups. Why? Because they ain't used to fucking shooting them. They used to just shooting threes. They ain't used to somebody handing their face on the layup. They ain't used to defense. That's why I don't know how to really give dudes credit for their offense today, because I never get to see real defense today. If I get to see somebody play real defense on you, then, and if somebody do lock you up in today's game, then I know you really weak, because he's not allowed to really lock you up.
There's no touch. You can't do what?
Yeah, how is this dude locking you up in today's game? That's embarrassing. If you don't be able to score in today's game, you suck, because they are not allowed to play defense.
No, there's no defense. It's YMCA. Shoot them up. You know,
it's like football. They told dudes, look, they came up with every rule in football for the receiver and the quarterback to score a lot of points and yards. You can't hit them. Let them catch you before you touch them. Boy, I wish that was back in the days. I remember when I did try to play football, if that quarterback threw that ball to you, it wasn't about letting him catch the ball. It was if his fingers touch it a little bit, you can nail his ass. If he just touched that ball with his pinky, you can whack him right there in the air. You don't gotta let him secure it. You hit him once he touched the ball.
That's flag football.
And that's throw up tackle to us. Yeah, that was throw up tackle and all that. See, that's what I'm saying. Now they talking about you got to let the receiver land, protect yourself. Well, damn, they gonna score. That means let them score then. And I'm trying to knock the ball out the nigga hand, and you telling me to let him secure it? That's stupid.
That's pro ball right now. You know, that's what they
Come
play.
on,
Flag
so they
football.
taking defense away from everything. Like it's all about. They
Everything.
actually think that people just want to see scoring and highlight. No, we used to like to see them earn. When we seen Magic do a highlight behind the back and whoop, that was earned because that nigga was really trying to stop him. When Kobe did it, when Mike did it, when Larry did it, when Dr. J did it, when Kareem faked David Robinson out his boots, he really faked him because David Robinson was trying to put that boy to sleep with a block.
Is that the one that be on the highlight tray? I don't want to be saying that.
Yeah, that's the one that be on the highlight when he hit him with the shimmy shake this way, the fake that way, and then he lay it up on him. Yeah, that's that Kareem shake. That's where it got famous. That he hit him with the shimmy shake. Got him looking stupid. Yeah, had another Hall of Famer who was known for defense, who was known for his defense. He had him out there looking like a baby rookie.
Shaking people out their shoes, and you want to say he's
that's how you know. That's how you knew how to separate. You like, oh yeah, David. Yeah, David Robinson. You ain't on Kareem level. Look, nah, boy, he done shimmy shook you so hard. He done shimmy shook you so hard. There's nothing you can do about it. Like things like that. That's being earned. Like when we seen Shaq dunk. Like when you look at Joel Embiid dunk on somebody, even AD. When you look at them dunk on somebody, it's not the same as one of those early 2000 or 90 dunks on somebody because they were actually able to physically touch each other. We didn't even always get an and one. Sometimes you will see a dude draped all on the dude. The referee will be like, "Shit, you dunked it on him. I ain't calling no foul. You dunked all over him. Shit, run down the other way." Right. Now, if he messed your dunk up, sometimes they'll give you an and one and you make it. But if he really make you miss the dunk, yeah, they'll call the foul then so you can shoot your free throw. But if you actually banged it on him, they sometimes didn't even call the foul. They felt like, be satisfied that he on the ground, you all in his face with your nuts. Just be satisfied with that. I ain't calling no foul. Go. That was cool. Look, they didn't call no and one when when Kobe dunked on Dwight Howard, and we seen contact. Dwight had his arms all in between his legs. Like they didn't call and one. You know why? Because they was like, that was so smooth and fast going down the court. No, you made it.
What's the other one? The one that he did right here in UNLV in the 702.
When he dunked on Ben Wallace, when he welcomed Ben Wallace, one of the greatest defensive players. When he dunked on him too, they didn't call no. Look, they don't call him when you really. Yeah, look, how many people Shaq done dunked on? Remember, look, Shaq dunked on the dude and pushed him all out of bounds. The dude threw the ball. They didn't call no foul. They called the tech. They called the tech because the boy threw the ball at Shaq after he shoved him after the dunk.
Yeah.
Shaq pushed the dude away from him because Shaq like, damn, boy, get out of my nuts. Like, he was still hanging on Shaq. Shaq like, nigga, move. I'm trying to land, nigga. Look, you holding me like a baby. You up here holding me all up under my legs and shit. Boy, let me go.
Yeah, let me go. Let me leave.
Those was real dunks back then. Now, you up here getting these baby and one dunks. Dudes don't even really dunk on somebody. They dunk near him and say, I dunked on you. Nigga, you ain't dunk on him. Do y'all know what on somebody means? It means they are all on you and you still elevating over them and they touching you here trying to push you away from the basket and you said, nah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what that is. Hey, James, hold on, baby.
Oh, no, your boy. No, you've been cooking. You've been cooking. I've been seeing you've been cooking that gumbo up around everywhere.
And you know how we do it, Trey.
I salute Nola. How you doing?
Queen, how you doing, baby?
What you think about? What you think about that, James? It was something that I know you probably missed. I said a few things on just things that I think. Right. I think like LeBron James, he didn't know about the Luka move, right? And now his pennies in the bunch, right?
Yeah.
So now he's like, oh, and y'all sold the team on me. He didn't know that. Jenny, nobody telling him that. I think he also think that this man is gonna pay the bread to go into the luxury tax because he has it, but he's not gonna do that. Like I said, you're not a Kershaw, LeBron. You're not like our relic. You're not a Kobe. He don't have to keep you here just to keep a little bit of the fan base honest. It's no originals on this team at all. Like that's Laker babies like that. Or Hall of Famers, like in that way. He want to go with the Luka when you look at it. I believe that all of this spiraling up is LeBron is the leader of the underachievers, right? Y'all potential was great. Y'all was supposed to be this, the KDs, the everybody's, the Russes. All y'all kind of agree with LeBron, the Gills, the T-Max, because y'all don't want to be forgotten, bro. Y'all don't want to get lost out of the conversation. See, T-Mac, he ain't talked about like a Kobe. He ain't even talked about like an AI. So he has to find anything to get himself in a conversation. And when you look at, I kept rewinding it. When Gil said and brought up T-Mac first, when you look at T-Mac eyebrows, it was like, ooh, you think that about me, Gil? Like, okay, well, let me polish on that a little bit then. I didn't know some of y'all. See, only the losers feel like that. If T-Mac had a ring, just one. If he got that one ring with the Spurs, he wouldn't have said what he said on that panel.
Hey, I totally agree with that. But this the whole thing with T-Mac, though. Like you say, all them niggas panties in a bunch right now. Because Kobe was the ball of this era. Yeah, we haven't seen the Kobe yet. See how Kobe took that shit from Jordan and ran with it and tried to install it into the league? A lot of people filed a suit. A lot of people didn't. And the ones who did file the suit, they didn't have the luxury to do what the LeBron James did of this era. And to me, he messed it up because of that team hopping, right? But I don't dislike Tracy McGrady. I just don't like why you didn't say that shit when the man was here. And if that's your homeboy, and you doing all this crying, talking about you learned from him, you slept by his house and all that. Why you dragging the man's name through the mud like that because of Gil Arenas?
Come on now. Come on now.
Hey, and you know what? Off of that, to piggyback on that, why you use Kobe twice? Why you use him twice too, though, James? Like, all right, you said put me on that Laker team, right? Let's say you saying that because that's your generation of champions, right? Like when you was in there, that's who was cooking it up. So let's say you're using that because the Lakers was winning championships when you were in your prime. So you use them and said, well, let me just pick the team that was winning. Put me on that team, right? Because you could have went to the Spurs too and said, well, put me on that team with Tim Duncan because they won before Shaq and Kobe, but you didn't use them. And then when Stephen A brought up the 3-1, why did you bring up Kobe 3-1 with the Phoenix Suns, right? When you got multiple players, meaning you before Kobe, that then lost 3-1. It's like, why you had to use him again? It's because at the end of the day, you're a shooting guard. And you know that majority of what you hear when you go somewhere is Kobe is the second greatest shooting guard, and you're not even in the top 5. Let's be real. You're not in the top 5 because the rings, and this is why I'm saying, this is why he goes with the rings really don't mean nothing. Because that's what keeps you out the top 5.
Yeah, partner, we got the receipts on the screen for you. If you misinformed,
you're not in front of Ginobili. No, you're not. You're not in front of Ginobili. You're not in front of my boy Portland Trailblazers, y'all first, and then he went to the Houston Clyde the Glide.
Oh, Lord.
You're not in front of him. Now, skill-wise, people will tell you, but that's what this generation say. They don't know young Clyde the Glide. They don't know how he played, just to say that. You know what I mean? They don't know how he really was the second. Before anybody else, he was the second best shooting guard in the league behind Mike. That's how good he was.
He got that name for a reason.
You feel me? You're not behind because of the rings. The rings keep somebody. And if James Harden wins, they already got James Harden in you just because he done got out of the first round. Tracy. I ain't even calling you T-Mac no more. I'm calling you Tracy from now on.
You done messed up.
They already got dudes like James Harden and other shooting guards who haven't won a championship. I'm gonna tell you who next to beat you. They gonna put Anthony Edwards in front of you next. Guess who else in front of you? Jason Tatum in front of you already.
I got Jalen Brown in front of him, and he can't go left.
Look,
Giannis is
so
in front.
that, and you know
Giannis
what
is
that's
in
off
front of
of?
you.
That's ring culture with the stats, bro. The ring is the ultimate goal. You can have all the stats. Why we ain't never crown Wilt Chamberlain? Because he didn't have the majority of the rings, he had the stats. If you got the stats, you should have the rings. If you're the best player, you should never be getting beat.
Come on now. Yeah, ain't nobody gonna beat you on your watch.
That's called dominance. Dominance is not continuing to go get beat. Dominance is when you're the one that always wins. Who said you're the dominant loser? You want to be known as the dominant runner-up. He's always the runner-up. Okay, you're the greatest runner-up ever. Wow.
Yeah, you gonna get me to the club and get me to the door, but I can't get inside because you can't cross the threshold.
Look, I get all the way to the bedroom. I get all the way to the bedroom, but ain't nothing coming off. We going to sleep. Come on, man. Come on. I get all the way to that bedroom. She fooled me. She put a nightgown on. She say good night. I say, what the?
6 times.
I'm dominant though, huh? No, dominance is when you get to that bedroom every time you strike. Ain't no go to sleep. We striking. You didn't strike, LeBron. You went to lose a lot. You made more champions. Not in the, and I don't mean by winning championships. You made more champions by beating you than you made winning them. That's crazy, huh? He made more niggas champions by them defeating him.
Yeah.
Then he made niggas champions. You can count on your hands. You made Kyrie. Yes, it said not made him, but you won one with Kyrie. You made him a champion. Saying with you, he became a champion. Kevin Love became a champion. AD became a champion. Chris Bosh became a champion. But now, who else have you made? Steph, Draymond, KD, Dirk, Jason Terry, Jason Kidd. See, I'm already past the dudes that you done already made.
See, this the whole thing with that too, though. Turo just did a video saying he apologized. It's too late for that. You done already opened a can of worms.
James.
You know what it is? You can't do it twice to us, James. You already lied, not me, but you already lied to the people who did have love for you out here in LA about the pizza party, bro.
What did I say last Monday?
You lied about the pizza party. You lied about I'm going into playoff mode, and then we didn't make the playoffs.
Hey, my thing is, how you gonna say that when they made the playoffs without your motherfucking ass? I had to go back and do my homework myself. The Houston Rockets made it out the second round, out the first round without you. So, great offensive player, but like when you came on yesterday and you was cooking, that's why I was glad I needed my squad. You know, I needed the Toon squad.
Yeah, because we all, because we all help each other with a little piece of detail.
Yeah, we need that because guess what? This new era, y'all know it done got out of hand.
Yeah.
And the only reason why they're saying rings don't matter because the old school did it the right way. It's this new school generation. Now look at the people that came behind. I'm gonna exert Steph because Steph got 2 without a super team. And Steph stayed with one team.
Yes, sir. He was made. They made themselves super.
I'm gonna sit him to the side just for a second because people kill KD, but KD said, "Fuck, if you gonna let him do it, why can't I do it? Why
do it at a higher level too."
And guess what? He did it. He really did it better. That dude would have been 3-0 if he went into his Achilles. Everybody know that.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So I try not to like nitpick a lot, but we only have to go off facts, y'all. Y'all know that. So I don't know why people kill KD and always want to uplift these other players. And we already know Gil trying to get this clutch check. So what I'm gonna tell Gil Slowski is, bruh, your highest moment is going after the nigga you trying to bury. But you ain't never did nothing beside that because you lost to LeBron James 3 times in the fucking playoffs. So I see why you all this man nutsack hanging on the lowest hair. You know what I mean? Talking about, he's the GOAT of this era. He's the GOAT, period. He's number 2. I never seen a player get pushed so high with a losing record, bruh. C. Price sent me this shit like last year sometime. The dude 22-33. I don't know nobody with a fucking losing record in the finals. 22-33, 4-6, because I really counted 3-5. You know what I mean? A three. What
Yeah,
it
that
was?
bubble
3-5.
that bubble yum don't count to
Yeah,
me.
that
You
bubble. I
know,
don't count that bubble because lives matter,
yeah,
man.
that bubble
Black people lives matter. And you the one.
Yeah.
When Patrick Beverly said y'all better stay woke, if LeBron said we playing, and what happened? They started the season back up. Giannis the one them took that stance first when that dude got killed, and they say we not playing. The Milwaukee Bucks, Giannis not supposed to be the face of the league, right? So why the face of the league ain't do that? See that's the hypocrisy that we got going on in the NBA. It's time for them to push this nigga aside. So I like what the Lakers new owners doing. Don't resign this bum ass nigga, because guess what? If you resign him, now you gotta keep his bum ass son on the team. You feel what I'm saying? So I prefer y'all to just build around Luka, start from scratch, and just tear that bitch down. Because guess what? The Laker fan base never was. The Laker fan base never went nowhere. The Lakers always had a fan base since the 70s and the 80s, man. So why we need him to keep our shit alive when our name speaks for itself, nigga? You got us one rank, nigga. We had 16 before you got here. So
and look, we done lost the number one franchise to Golden State, the New York Knicks, and ain't no telling who else gonna pass us up. The Boston Celtics gonna replace us. We in third now. The Lakers was first. Even with Kobe losing in them last 6 years, the Lakers was the number one franchise. Golden State was second.
But
we got $5 million, Trey.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something, James. Hit that like button. James, let me ask you something. Who is it, more Mamba babies or is it more LeBron babies in the league?
Come on, man. That's a special ed question. You know it's Mambas. Mambas everywhere.
It's just one a Mamba baby just now won the finals, and then 2 finals before that, another Mamba baby. Who did Giannis go practice with? Kobe Bryant. When Kobe Bryant was putting on Mamba challenges, you had Giannis say, "Where's my challenge at, Kobe?" He said, "Get MVP." Giannis went and got that thing.
He got a defensive player of the year award too.
What in 2021? You told him to get it by 2021.
And he told him to shoot more. He went and shot. He said, look what he said. He said, "I thought I was going to beat Kobe." He was like, everything. He was like, "I was going to be there first. I'm there first and everything." He like, I'm there. I'm pumped up. He didn't even beat him.
Hey, and know what made Giannis rank so special too? That people fail to realize that Suns team was right, because Chris Paul went over there and changed.
They really should have won. That Suns team was better than the Milwaukee team. They really should have won.
Bucks team. But you know what prevailed? That Mamba mentality.
That Mamba, I refuse to let you niggas see me like this.
In that finals. And I seen that Mamba. I seen him. Dog, if you look at it, you could tell by looking at a person. You know what I mean? My grandfather always told me,
you know what his coming out party was, James, and nobody says it. It was that All-Star game. It wasn't no playoffs. It was that All-Star game when Giannis really was coming into himself. And remember, he won the MVP. He was dunking on it. He was letting everybody know, because that's what players used to do. Remember, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Larry Bird, Magic. When it came to that All-Star game, right? I'm on the court with the supposed best in the league. Everybody's on this court is the best at their positions. The best 2-point guards in the West, the best 2 shooting guards in the West, and so on in the East. So I'm going to show not only am I the best in my position, but I'm better than everybody else on this court. That's how Kobe looked at it. When Kobe last All-Star game, what he said? He said, "I just wanted to be competitive. No easy buckets. Don't give me none of that love." Why? Because he know he didn't show Mike that. He said he gonna have to earn this motherfucking win. Remember, he spoiled the fadeaway over your boy who played for the Suns in Dallas. I forgot. They called him the Matrix. They called him the Matrix.
Sean
Marion. He hit the fadeaway. Mike Jordan hit the fadeaway in his last season over Sean Marion. Kobe Bryant take that motherfucker, try to drive. They foul him. He shoot them free throws. They go overtime. They like, "Kobe, what's wrong with you?" He like, "Man, look, y'all stupid. Y'all don't know Mike. He don't want y'all giving him shit. He gonna earn this motherfucking win."
And that's that. I like how that. Look, when the last time we seen an All-Star game like that? Keep it real.
Come on, we haven't. Look, remember how Allen Iverson did that when they was going against Kobe and Tim? Allen Iverson brought them back from like a 15-point deficit. That's why that All-Star game looked at that, because at that time he made himself known as the best player in the world. Nigga, y'all just brought us back from a 15-point deficit against the best players. Everybody on this court is the best in the world. You ain't about to tell me I ain't the best. This is me. I did this. I led this. I led this revolution.
All-Star game.
You gotta look at this too. How many times they took shit out the game to try to diminish Iverson, try to take his crossover. He still was impactful. Try to take his braids and how he dressed. Now you got niggas man person. Iverson still was impactful.
Look, he came with the sleeve. Iverson came with that sleeve shit, wearing hockey pads on his hips and all that. Now everybody do it like it's the cool thing. Everybody sleeved up, got tattoos.
Because of AI, like when you set a trend, you got to be a trendsetter. You can't.
What you think about this, James? I said this, right? Because we know if something fails, they're not going to do it, right? Again, right? If Bill Russell and we'll let's just say Bill Russell first, right? Because he was first. If Bill Russell fails, Will Chamberlain don't even get to come to the league because Bill Russell was a failure. So, same thing with high school players, right? LeBron. If Kobe is a failure, have you ever thought you don't even get to come out of high school? They stop the high school shit right after Kobe because they see it doesn't work.
That's a fact.
You owe him so much, but you take away too much.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
If Kobe is a failure, they don't even look at another high school student. Kobe already had 3 rings before you came in the league. They wouldn't look at you if they didn't believe shit. Kobe shit, he could do that too. They wouldn't have took that chance on you. Everybody can say, yes, they would have, but you can't say that. We'll never know because Kobe was a success.
Mm-hmm.
Like Kanye West said. Like Kanye West said, if I lost, everybody wonder what my speech would be. We'll never know because I won.
Oh Lord, jeez, that's a ball.
Straight up. If Kobe fails, if any high school, the ones that came out of high school before Kobe, they wasn't a failure, right? Your boy KG wasn't a failure, right?
Yeah.
So Kobe's able to come out of high school after him. Now, Kobe, not a failure. Now, LeBron, you next. And yeah, Dwight Howard, and yeah, your boy Kendrick Perkins. But Dwight Howard wasn't a failure. Kendrick Perkins, he was.
I like the Dwight Howard career because guess what? At least he made it to the finals the right way. But guess what?
I'm gonna tell you right now, they cheated Dwight Howard and Klay Thompson out of being. How the hell is Damian Lillard and Russell Westbrook in the top 75 and Dwight Howard and Klay Thompson not? I'm sorry. Klay Thompson got the most points. Like what? Don't he got the highest quarter score? He scored like 25 or 35 in one quarter or some shit.
That's a miscalculation. Somebody need to be fired because that's a miscalculation.
That's what I'm saying. Look, that really goes on that man. That really goes on that man's career. That he's not in that top 75. Y'all really messed that man's career up, Klay Thompson. And that's what I said. It's more to it. Look, when Klay Thompson didn't get that when he didn't make that all NBA team or all defensive team. Why? That's so he couldn't get that extension so the Golden State Warriors can still sign Kevin Durant, man.
Yeah, they robbed him and Dwight Howard.
They need to fix that. No.
Come on, man. Dwight Howard went to the finals by himself. By himself, without other all-star was I think Jameer Nelson. But other than that, by himself. Because Jameer Nelson was hurt. Why that didn't get that man into the goddamn top 75? Because it has not been another, before Dwight Howard, before the Joker, it was Dwight Howard who played the center position who went to the finals.
How many chips Howard got? 1 or 2?
They robbed that man. They robbed Dwight Howard. Why? They robbed Dwight Howard because he beat their king.
Yeah,
He's the reason why. He's the reason why the puppet commercials. He's the reason why the puppet commercials didn't go through. He's the reason why LeBron and Kobe didn't meet. But guess what? The NBA realized, LeBron, you will not beat Kobe at this time. And if Kobe would have been able to destroy and spank LeBron in front of the whole world, the Lakers and Cleveland, the only two teams playing, that was 2 years in a row. Orlando 1 year and then Boston the next year, who put LeBron out. He beat both of those teams. Y'all don't use that, do you? Both of the teams that beat LeBron James, Kobe Bryant beat their ass. Y'all don't put that on it.
Hey, Lou. You
What's up, Lou?
muted that. Lou.
Lou, what's up with it, Lou?
I just woke up, man, and I seen what LeBron is trying to do again, because he talking about winning Coach ain't thing, but your ass and Rich Paul trying to make a move, trying to go Dallas or Houston right now, and I'm like, this hypocrite, this motherfucker right here. So a week ago, you talking about Ren Copeland thing, and you talking about, and you putting in the option with the Lakers, with going to damage the team once again, and you got your man calling the Lakers fans ungrateful because LeBron, it's like LeBron didn't need to come there. He did y'all a favor, like
ungrateful.
Motherfucker, what?
Ungrateful. Ungrateful for what? Ungrateful for what? I'm grateful that what? That we ain't got no money. I'm grateful that what? You know, don't nobody want to view you on the Mind No Game podcast. I'm grateful for what? That we recruited and signed your son in a 4-year contract. I'm grateful for what? Russell Westbrook, Austin Reeves, that's still there. I'm grateful for what? That you transferred AD to Dallas and now you're trying to run over there with him. Boy, take your medication. I'm sorry, y'all.
If I'm Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, I'm telling ownership, you better not bring this little fire in the team, because you already know what he's gonna try to do once he get to the team. You're gonna try to make the team in his image. He gonna ask for things that is out of line.
He cannot be coach. He cannot be coach. He need to run the LeBron James system.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the Lakers have been giving and giving and giving. I don't see no reciprocation of these benefits.
Hey, look, that's why I said that's a throw off, everybody. Kyrie Irving does not want to rekindle the Cleveland Cavaliers.
No, I don't believe he does.
And Anthony Davis does not want to partner up. Y'all remember that middle finger he gave to LeBron at that game? He does not want to rekindle the Los Angeles Lakers with LeBron James. He feel backstabbed. He feel like, nigga, you trade me? He like, nigga, you know anything that's going on. Nigga, bullshit. You think they want to rekindle? And look, the Dallas fans, you think they just basically want to trade the goddamn Laker team? Basically, y'all should have did that whole trade. Yes, trade the Lakers for Dallas. That's what the hell that is. Yep. That's a throw off. I'm telling you, LeBron is not trying to come out of the West anymore. That nigga is the ultimate opportunist. That nigga want to go to the East. The East is wide open. Jason Tatum, Tyrese Halliburton, Achilles. So those two teams right there is down. He can see himself right now. I'm telling you, we slipping. He said it when he played D-Wade in the last game that they faced each other. He said it was either going to be here in the Staples Center or in Madison Square. He said that when they were standing there looking at each other, looking stupid, waiting for the cameras to surround them. He said that, and they picked it up.
And he knows, they breaking up Boston too. They separate Boston.
Out of all the teams, right? Let me show you how much mastermind he is. He said something about OKC, or I think the San Antonio Spurs general manager. He didn't say nothing about their team. He said something about the general manager being a genius, remember? And then when the trade deadline was coming close, he picked a team that for sure that he wanted us to know. We just not thinking about it. New York Knicks. He wore their towel. He wore their clothes. I'm telling you, they were in the Western Conference Finals, wasn't they? He feels like they're missing him. If I was there, we would have made it. Look, he always wants a ball. He always wants a ball handler.
Trey, let me ask you something. How you know LeBron James ain't behind this Don Staley situation at New York right now, too?
That's what I'm saying. Look, he's trying to get himself there. He's already looked. That's what he did with the Lakers. Nobody looked at this. Me and T. Price seen this. I said, when did the Lakers ever do business with LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers and get in on his trades? When they send LeBron James, Jordan Clarkson. Yes, because he can't look at his success in the West. He only got out of the West because of the bubble, and half of the players who could have did something didn't play or didn't want to be there.
I believe he's looking at the East because the East is weak right now. It's weak.
He always wants the easier route. He because they gonna still give him the credit like he went through a goddamn maze or something, one of the hardest mazes in the world. So he know that. Look, they ain't gonna say I went back to the East and say that. They're gonna say, hey, LeBron James deserves this. He deserves to pick a championship team and don't have to start from the bottom. You're getting LeBron. I'm telling you, the Knicks is where he's going to end it. Because guess what? He just said with D-Wade, our last game was going to be in the Staples Center or Madison Square. But when he retires, he's saying it was going to either be the Staples Center or Madison Square. He ain't finished playing yet. He can still go to Madison Square and make that happen. That's the one. You don't think, look, at the end of the day, this nigga feel like he's accumulating fans. Shit, I got Miami fans. Shit, I got Cleveland fans. Shit, I got Laker fans. Shit, and I'm about to have another something fans in New York, the other biggest brand. He wanted to go to Golden State, but he stopped that when everybody found out about it.
Hey, so where he going though? Where you think
he going to New York? Look, he going to New York. He going to New York. I'm gonna tell you like this. Now I'm gonna keep it real. He going to New York or he going back home like he did before? Because if he on retirement, because look, what does great players want to do? Either he want his retirement because either LA and New York can give him that Kobe Bryant type send off. Those two cities, they's the ones that can do that. Those the two biggest markets from the west to the east, right there. So if either he wants that or he want to go back home like usually greats do when they about to retire. They go back to the team that drafted them, that they really got their history with. His greatest ring is in Cleveland, nowhere else. So,
but I don't think LA owe him that though. I mean, we
no, he wouldn't get that in LA. I'm gonna tell you, he wouldn't get that in LA. He wouldn't get that in LA. But you got to think about like what teams are looking like. Well, LeBron, he came to LA because he's seen the draft picks that they could give up and all of the young players with potential that they can give up. So what he's seeing right now,
that's equate to nothing though, Trey. I'm sorry, Trey, but that didn't equate to anything. We still got the
It did equate to something. Look, it did equate to something. He wanted Anthony Davis, and he used Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, and the draft picks to get it. So it did equate to his plan. It don't look everything he does. We all know it doesn't go the way he wants, but he got what he wanted. That's the thing.
But I'm just saying, within 8 years, Mr. Trey, we just got the bubble yum, and we supposed to be happy while you holding our franchise.
And look, he thought that the Lakers would do what they usually do, would build around them and keep them in championship contention. That's how we got those other years out of them. But then also, he knew that the Lakers was desperate. Out of all the teams in the league, he knew that the Lakers was desperate, right? They lost Kobe Bryant. They need to refill that market. You got to think about it. When Kobe left, who jersey was going to sell like that? Like, you know, they was gonna lose a lot of money. So he knew they were desperate. They willing to sell their soul. They're gonna draft my son and everything. No other team will do that. The Lakers will, though. So that's why
They still
he did that.
desperate. They still
Two teams are
desperate,
desperate right
Trey.
now. That's
Look, no. Look, the Lakers are not desperate no more. See, this is the
They
thing.
know. Okay.
That deal right there was
Okay.
already set in stone. That new owner cannot go
Okay.
back on that contract extension. He can't, but they are
Okay.
not desperate no more. This is his money. He
Okay.
ain't sharing this shit. They ain't desperate no more. So what he don't know is this man is not scared. I'm telling you, this man is a smart man. He rich as fuck. I know he ain't stupid. He did homework on the Lakers and the NBA through one man, Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
He's business partners with Magic Johnson with the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Dodgers, right, yeah.
This man is trying to become the new Jerry Buss. He want to own every team. You know who's next? The Sparks.
Oh yeah.
He wants to be the LA man. I want all of the teams. And who next after that? Give me the Kings. Give me the Miami Ducks. I want everything out here. And he don't care. You see what he's doing? He got Mookie Betts. He got this dude, the Chinese dude from that team. He's willing to do that. He's smart. He got that look. LeBron, what? You fit to retire what in the next 2 years? You can't threaten me, sir. Where you want to go? Because I believe in Luka. He's looking at LeBron and Luka like Shaq and Kobe. Luka got about 10, 15 more years to win some championships for me. You don't.
Yeah, you trying to push me in a corner and make me.
I give you that look. I give you that little money and send you on your way. I'm not the Bus family. You ain't breaking me. I go up in the luxury tax with a smile on my face.
You know something, I understand where you come from, Trey. Because you got New York Knicks owners who's desperate right now.
Yep.
And trying to get LeBron in there will still not only sell him.
They the new Lakers. They the new Lakers. They the old big franchise that really need to keep the fans right there and keep them in there. So they are the desperate team. And LeBron, hoping that we forget, he's trying to throw a rock this way, but he's gonna shoot you this way. You feel me? He's trying to say Dallas, but we know Kyrie, AD don't want that no more. We know that them Dallas fans don't want you, LeBron. They already mad at LA. They don't want that. Man, Dallas can't even do a trade with us for like 10 more years.
Lord Jesus, it gets worse.
That's how mad they is. You feel me? Look, think about it. If the Lakers would have traded Kobe to Chicago, we would have been like, you niggas better not never do nothing like that again, or I swear to God, y'all seats gonna be empty. I'm just saying, look, that's like the Bulls trading Michael Jordan instead of Scottie Pippen. Y'all would have been like, watch the next goddamn game be fucking empty. You feel me? So that's how he looking. This man is smart about his money. Why would I do what a dude who's going to try to leave with my cheese? LeBron can get a goddamn injury in the middle of the season and say, this is it. He's not stupid.
Yeah.
You don't get to be a billionaire he steps on niggas. He don't get stepped on.
But see, that's the problem right there. That's right there.
I'm like, okay, you trade for LeBron to New York. That's gonna take half the team away.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this. Look, that man ain't tripping. Look, they may just we just won't call Anthony Towns. Give us a big man. Look, we just won't call. Give us Carl.
Oh Lord.
Look, y'all want to look, LeBron. Look, you want to play? Look, and you can go to Cleveland. Give us that big man too. Look, we ain't playing. Wherever you go, look, I'm gonna tell you. When we trade your ass, we taking a big man, nigga. Oh, you want to go to Denver? Give us Joker.
Lord Jesus.
I'm just saying that's how this man gonna play ball. I'm putting my mind in a billionaire mind. He ain't letting you beat him. He's not letting you win. He's gonna take what you need to win. That's the thing. LeBron, this man's smarter than Jenny Buss and their family. You know what I mean? They not splitting up the money. This just him, bro. He's smarter than them. He's like they daddy. He ain't going for that. You can't outsmart him. You want this 50? You gonna put me in? You think you put me in the bind? Hey, look, check this out, bro. I'm not moving nothing. You can get the hell out of here because I was thinking about trading your ass anyway.
Salute, Pastor.
And that's the truth. This dude ain't stupid. I'm gonna be real. Why everybody thinking LeBron thinking he got a bigger pocket to manipulate? Nah, bro. I don't think this dude goes into the games that he can't win. Bro. He don't play shit that he can't win.
Right. I don't think he's in the position that he's in to buy the Lakers, playing games that he don't
think
win.
about it. When he bought that, the Dodgers worth way more. How he played himself in that position, you think that man played himself in that position being threat? What if one of those players' pitchers said, "Oh, if trade me if you don't get some hitters"? He would have been like, "Boy, get the fuck out of here." So LeBron, you don't know who you fucking with. You don't even know this man, nigga.
You don't even know him like this. See, that's what I'm talking about. There's just too much disrespect.
And look, this is what I'm saying. That man ain't desperate. He ain't desperate. He coming in fresh. I'm not desperate. I'm not on a plan. I'm not with the Buss family. Whatever the fuck they was thinking, that ain't what I'm thinking, bruh. He look like the nigga, he like to keep his money. So it look like he will get rid of something that will take his money before he can, you know what I mean? He gonna get a profit before he get it. And he see LeBron is no longer a profit. Yeah, LeBron, is you fit to retire? If you're not about to retire, I ain't fit to make no money off of you. You up here threatening trades, so obviously you gonna play a whole full season. So let me get rid of your ass.
You trying to tell me to do what with my money. You trying to tell me how to advance my
LeBron
money.
basically trying to get his foot on the man's neck before the man come in with his rules. That's why he signed it. Once he seen this sale go off, he like, oh shit, let me get this cheese, because he know this nigga ain't going for that bullshit.
Didn't go pull
you gotta get this look. And then he's saying, look, he know he gonna get traded. That's why he's saying trade me. If he put the statement out, trade me, it don't look like he got traded.
Yeah. We see you, peekaboo.
Look, because what Hall of Famer, like in that GOAT conversation, ever got traded off of they didn't want to? Kareem wanted to be traded. Magic threatened to be traded. Kobe threatened to be traded, and he was like they wasn't. So LeBron, remember when he was talking about, oh, I want to leave the first time with AD? He was like, oh no, hold on, because he didn't want that trade on his fucking record. So he don't really want that. That's why he's saying it now, because he know this nigga ready to trade him. That nigga want cheese. He want to move on from you, bruh. He only kept Clayton Kershaw on the Dodgers because that nigga is a Dodger baby. He's a relic. He wanted to keep the fan base right there. That's some historic fan base. If Kobe was still playing, he would have kept Kobe.
It's time to go. It's
time for LeBron to go. He sees what's happening. Look, y'all not selling me. Look, y'all not selling me because LeBron winning championships. They wouldn't be selling.
Yeah.
Y'all selling me because it's a problem. And more than likely, LeBron is the problem. So that man already know. Y'all wouldn't sell me these fucking Lakers if y'all was in a good position.
Right.
Come on, man. This man ain't stupid. That's all of us. That's like if we know a nigga call us say, hey, you want to buy the Boston Celtics? We gonna be like, oh shit, this nigga called me and offered me this shit? How much you want for him? Hey, I'm looking for 100 billion. Nigga, hell no, you desperate. I got 50 billion for you.
Right. I got 10 billion for you. And then
you coming, you desperate. You coming to me. I wasn't even thinking this.
I done bought you for 10 billion and it's still broke.
Come on, man. That's all this is. He know what this is. It's a problem in the Lakers. If you gotta sell the most historic franchise, the most successful franchise, and I ain't talking about rings, I'm talking about money. The Lakers. Yo ass, it's a problem, nigga, and I see it. I got you by the balls. I'ma make you break the record on selling the team for the most in history because I got the cheese. But I'm not paying you what I could. See, the Lakers could have got more money, but they wasn't winning. Y'all still losers with the so-called greatest player. Man, get out of here.
Come on now. Them dice is loaded. Yeah, them dice is loaded.
Y'all got the GOAT. Y'all got the GOAT, but y'all ain't been in the final since COVID. It took COVID to get this nigga in the finals. LeBron need another national disaster for him to get in the finals.
Come on now. Come on. You know it's serious when Rich Paul pop up. Once he started popping up, I'm like, something tells me. Yeah,
if he's saying anything about trade, I believe that LeBron James know that this dude is thinking about trading him. He heard it through the grapevine, something, and he's trying to say he's requesting a trade because it make him look better. Oh, so when we find out he got traded, it don't look like this new owner traded him because you can't be in the GOAT conversation if a nigga said, bye.
Bye-bye.
That's why I said if Shaq was so dominant over Kobe, why the fuck Jerry Buss didn't say bye Kobe? I'm keeping Shaq.
Yeah. Why they let, if that's Batman, why you gonna let Batman go? Because he's supposed to be
and Shaq still had finals, and Shaq still had about 2 final runs in him. Why he didn't say I want to win right now? He said no, I'm not stupid, bro. Kobe is him. Yeah, he chose Kobe over Shaq. What Shaq said? He said we was in practice. He said, and I made a dunk. He said I looked at Jerry Buss and put up the money sign. He said, and Jerry Buss put his head down. He said, we got a problem. Hell yeah, nigga, it ain't you, nigga. Kobe can put that money sign up now.
Oh my God, what are we talking about? This is complete lunacy.
If y'all crazy, I'm gonna tell you right now, that threat ain't the same. If Luka said that, oh shit, that man gonna move heaven and earth. Oh, wait a minute, Luka. Wait a minute, Luka. Wait a minute, Luka. Oh, wait a minute. You think he gonna want to be stuck with a nigga that's ready to retire in the next 2 seasons? Hell no. That's just stupid. This man ain't no billionaire for being stupid. LeBron threat went right over that man's head. He laughed at that nigga. He said, this nigga just trying to get ahead of me trading him because he already heard me fishing. See, that man is a new owner. He don't have no friends in the NBA right now.
And he's a businessman. Hey, how you think he became able to buy the Lakers? He makes good decisions. He ain't finna make no. Oh Lord, Jesus! I don't even feel adequate to even talk about this dumb madness that you're asking this person.
I'm glad. I want LeBron to leave. Come on, Carl. Anthony Towns. Go to New York, please. That's where he want to go. I guarantee you LeBron want to go to the New York Knicks, bro. He trying to throw us off with that Dallas shit. Don't nobody over there. The Dallas fans don't want you. And because you took Luka away, they feel like. The Dallas fans don't want you. Kyrie don't want you. And AD don't want you. Believe me, you're not going to Dallas. This Dallas talk is a throw off, bro. You want to go to New York, nigga? Or you going back to Cleveland?
I just want you to go. I don't care. You can go to Cleveland. Because you know you want to be in the East Coast. Because you know the East Coast is kind of critical right now.
I want to know if he went to the LeBron James the knees too, because we ain't heard nothing about no surgeries, nothing with his knee. We see you twerking, jumping up and down, doing the new hokey pokey and all that. Like, yeah, you doing a stanky leg and all that. Like, what is up? Like, what's going on? You talking about the leg was the problem, but you ain't going to get it fixed all this time. You up here threatening us with a trade, but we don't know what your leg like.
Yeah, we got to do some investigation. You've had a broke foot for 4 years, partner.
Look, I went to the LeBron James of feet, and I guess you went to the LeBron James of knees too, then, nigga.
Yeah, we need to do some medical reports and make sure you can
Who is this? Look, he don't even want to say the nigga name. He don't even want to say the nigga name. I went to the LeBron James of feet. Nigga, what's his name? Take two of these
Yeah,
and
what?
call me in the morning. Look, take two of these and call me
Yeah,
in the morning.
right. If it's that good, you need to help us out. Hook us up with
Give
the
some of that
LeBron
shit.
James
Give some of
receiver.
that shit to
Yeah,
Luca. Then give some of that
yeah.
shit to Luca.
It's been keeping you all in shape. Yeah, help Luca out. Oh my God, I can't
I
believe
want
we're
to know why
having the
you
same
spending. I want
discussion.
to know. I want to know why it costs $1 million to keep you in shape.
Yeah, but you stay hurt though. How you need to go up on your back on your membership partner? You might need to
Hey,
get the platinum
it's
plan.
crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy that you only hurt when you lose.
Yeah, your finger, your toe, your arm. You need to go up on your plan. You need to talk to your I don't know, account manager and see if you can get an upgrade to the platinum plan. Cause you still stay hurt. You still stay hurt, man. I don't understand, Mr. Trey. Well, how long are we gonna have this argument? How long are we gonna have to endure and say it? We've been saying this for 20 years. This is the same old song, you know. Lou, how long are we
Same
gonna have to say
thing.
this?
Same thing. Same thing.
And then you're gonna Kobe's family. See, I don't like the fact that I have to think about the Kobe's family when they putting all this unnecessary degrading, devaluing of his career. And his career is what his family is living on right now. I mean, just if we're gonna really be honest about it. Huh? I know
Yeah,
Vanessa got her own thing going
that's why.
on,
That's
you
why.
know.
That's why I love what Matt Barnes said. Like all this Kobe hate gotta stop. Like it's really jealousy. Like y'all wasn't
It's
saying this when this
jealousy.
man. Y'all wasn't saying this when he was alive. You could have been said this shit. Y'all was kissing his ass. Y'all didn't know he was gonna pass away.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
D
Mm-mm.
Wade
And
up
it's
here,
unnecessary.
Dwayne Wade up here talking about the last finals Kobe was in. He didn't play good. Don't say it like that. You mean the last game he didn't shoot good, but he did everything else good.
Is that the one where they talk about the rebounds?
Yeah, how you gonna leave the details out,
Mm,
bro? Get up out of here, bro. You
yeah.
want
Come on
LeBron James
now.
back on your team, bro? You want LeBron
Mm,
back on your team? He didn't come to your Hall of Fame. He didn't come to your
yeah.
retirement, nothing. He didn't show you nothing. He didn't come to your
Yeah.
statue, none of that.
You know your
You mad?
statue.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You
What y'all
mad
need to
because
get?
you like, damn,
Y'all
man, we
wanna
don't
have?
meet. You mad because y'all don't meet at the same hotel, same room like y'all used
Yeah.
to.
Yeah. What the problem is? What? Did they cancel your reservation? Do you need to get an
I
upgrade on your
noticed
membership for the hotel?
everybody who
Mm-hmm.
still get an NBA check,
Mm-hmm.
everybody who ain't independent, everybody who get an NBA check, they gotta say something bad about Kobe.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah. Your
narrative.
voice.
When you
Yeah.
got
Your
Kendrick
voice is
Perkins,
for sale.
when you got
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick Perkins, who don't have no reason to speak good about Kobe, saying stop it, Paul Gasol MVP, no, that's
Yeah.
Kobe all the way.
That's crazy. Yeah. He was
All
like,
his
that's
enemies,
crazy.
everybody that you think don't supposed to like Kobe is the ones talking about what the fuck is they talking about? His friends tripping and his enemies keeping it real. That's crazy.
That's
His
crazy.
friends, his so-called friends are tripping and his enemies is keeping it real.
Come on now. Come on now. Huh? Y'all done made Perkins tell the truth. Huh? That's crazy. Well, Mr. Lou, you got any closing remarks? We're gonna try to get out of here. We've been on here now for, oh gee, this has been a long conversation. Quiet time, hush room. We've had a lot to talk about because somebody wants to hold our organization, hostage, and we ain't going for it. So we've had a lot of conversation. We thank everybody that came by. Pastor, Trey, Leezy, Mr. Luke, Mr. Marshall, Nola, out of Louisiana. Um, my Miss Jackie, we thank you for co-hosting. Next week we're gonna be talking about being on location. Miss Jackie is going out of town, our co-host, and we're gonna try to sneak a camera in and see if we can get on location with her for a birthday celebration. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Um, just show enough. Jason Lyric move that's being pushed upon one of the Lakers. I mean, it just ain't cool, partner. We ain't going for it. And somebody said that you were supposed to apologize. I'm hoping that's you. I'm finna go see if you sent me a copy of that apology, partner. Because I told you last week that you needed to rescind some of that stuff that you had been saying. Okay. So is this a response to my request? I didn't get no TikToker. I didn't get no what? Snapchat. I didn't get. It was it on the Instagram? Did you put it on the X? That means danger. Huh? Did you put it on the X? What about the threads? Did you put it on the threads? Or what did you post on Mind No Game? Is it on your Mind No Game podcast? Do I need to go over there and find my way? Man, please stop playing. It's not that serious until it's that serious. Alright, you guys. The like button. I'm gonna get out of here. We've been on here now almost putting in work, having a conversation. Feel free to comment. We'll be back next Monday. I don't go see Jesus and he don't come and he don't make it back. We'll be here next Monday having more conversations, trying to figure out and calculate and analyze. Yeah. Analyze these lies that's being presented to us. Stay safe. Stay safe. Protect yourself. Keep it quiet. Keep it quiet. Keep it quiet. So you can think, so I can think, so we all can think and navigate through these trials and tribulations. Not making light of it, but you know what I'm saying? Let's see if the Lakers can come up with some money. And, that we really do need some help now for real, because man, I ain't gonna go. I'm going to the house, y'all. Love you guys very much. Have a great one. See you in the next one. And with that, I'm out.